you're in a girl super group now. How did that happen?
The Whitneyland crew is a fucking. You guys are scary. You're like a gang that I would not fuck with.
I'm gonna brand myself. I'm just gonna show up with my pussy like smelling like burning meat, and just like that's like Whitney, and she's like, ew.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this?
Another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. We got a big monster episode for you too. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be like another. Our last episode was like 3 hours, right? How long did it end up being, Nick?
2 hours 22 minutes.
Oh, that's not crazy. All right. So today we got 2 guests for you. Actually, 3 guests total, but 2 different. We got Kaz and Lowkey. Kaz is one of my favorite dudes in the whole industry.
Kaz is awesome.
He's just a friend of mine at this point. Really nice cat. Met him when I did Flagrant 2. And now he's out on his own doing a show called Say Less with his boy Lowkey. So we had a real good talk with them about basketball and hip hop and sports and just the state of podcasting and whatnot. And then we have one of the funniest comics in the game today, Annie Lederman, who is
Annie's awesome. Annie's one of those ones where like Annie comes on the show and comes in so hot that like you try to match her.
Yeah,
like,
which is great.
Annie's the kind of person who's gonna get you in trouble.
I love that. I love that. And it's like, but you can't get in trouble because it's like if she's saying it, you could say it.
Right,
we're all good. We're clear. She's one of the last, last bastions of fucking letting it rip. And we had a good conversation with her about, being a female comic and funny for a girl and our girl's funny. And meanwhile, I mean, she's fucking funny. Question has been asked
exceptionally funny
and answered, and with her fucking like kidnapped dog. A wild interview. So a couple good ones there. We also got some shit up on the YouTube for you right now. One thing I learned is now on the YouTube. The next episode will be on October 21st. And next episode of Behind the Blog, the triumphant return for Behind the Blog with Hard Factor Pat. Pat is one of the most interesting men in the world, from music to movies to his style to the way he looks, the way he acts, where he lived. One of the better stories here at Barstool Sports, and we covered everything in his life. I'm not sure if there was any stone unturned. I don't know if there was anything he left out about his life that maybe.
When's this out?
This will be out on October 14th.
Okay.
So I think we talked about every single thing in Pat's life that could have been considered monumental or interesting and changed him in any way. We talked about all of it. Nothing we left out. And then, of course, it's Thursday, so we'll get into Am I the Asshole and our voicemails. But first, we got to talk about a problem, an epidemic, if you will, a pandemic that has been sweeping through this world for many years now. And it's a trash one. We're going to pour shame today. Mm-hmm. We're going to trash shame today. As we should.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
And it's brought to you by Stitch Fix. You want to walk around being trash and being poor, have bad clothes, have ugly clothes, have trash clothes. And we will make fun of you for that too. Go to Stitch Fix and you won't have to worry about being a poor trash person. Stitch Fix will have you looking fresh, looking good, saving your money, and saving your state of mind, your peace of mind, because you don't have to worry about what's stylish and what's in. You don't have to worry about going shopping and going to places.
Stitch Fix jeans right here.
Yep. Stitch Fix jeans. When you get a good pair of jeans, that changes your life forever. And that right there, it's worth the cost. If you can now couple it with some extra shirts and some accessories and some stylish shit that you never would have bought and some color schemes that you never would have imagined, as the seasons turn and the styles turn, Stitch Fix keeps up with it. And so you never have to worry about being in vogue and keeping up with the fashion industry. Stitch Fix does it all for you with a personal stylist that takes a look at your profile, knows what you like and what you don't like, and makes sure that you have all the clothes to fit the 21st century, whatever's popping in the year 2020. You get a box delivered to your house every month, and you keep what you want. If you like the pants, you keep the pants. You send everything back. You like all of it, you keep everything. Whatever you prefer, they're never going to make you keep things that you don't like or wear clothes that you don't want to wear. And right now, you can get an extra 25% off your first box if you do, in fact, keep everything in that delivery. You go to stitchfix.com/KFC, and when you keep all the items in your first box, you get 25% off, a quarter off. And if you don't like it, you can keep what you, like I said, send back what you want, keep what you do, send back what you don't like, keep what you want. And from there going forward, you're never locked in for long terms. You can keep, month to month, cancel whenever you like. They also are now available in the UK. They have men's and women's, and they have children available. So you can do it. I might do this for my kids because
That's actually very smart.
Because I'll be honest, like, I don't fucking care what they look like. You know what I mean? So like, here's their style. Like, leggings for Shay, sweatpants for Keegan, t-shirts and long sleeve shirts and hoodies for both of them, a couple dresses for Shay, a couple button-ups for Keegan. Keep it coming, and every month, because they grow so fucking fast.
Yeah, that's smart.
I might do Stitch Fix for the kids, for real. Also, man, shout out to all the single parents out there. I was like, I buy them clothes, they wear it, they go home, the clothes are gone. They put them in their pajamas, the clothes stay there, the pajamas come back to me. I have endless pajamas, I have no real clothes for them. So it's always a struggle. So if I just have a constant monthly delivery of new clothes for them, I might be all set. So go to stitchfix.com/KFC and get that 25% off when you keep the first box. What I'm about to say is going to ruffle some feathers. Already has on social media. People are barking at me, complaining about it because they're trash.
I'm shocked this is shocking.
Yeah, well, it is. If you take home leftovers from the restaurant, in the words of our buddy Kevin Ryan from the Are You Garbage podcast, you're an animal. It's called a doggy bag for a reason, folks. You're an animal. For your dog, you're a human.
I heard I once shared this take, and people told me it was disrespectful to not take it home because you're
What, the chef?
You're poo-pooing the chef. And I said, I'll poo-poo right on the chef's fucking face. I don't give a shit. If you take home like a fucking styrofoam bag,
People are gonna be so mad about this.
I don't fucking care. You're
so
garbage.
mad. Yeah.
Like, you're a trash human being. I don't even think it's like up for debate. I was stunned. People were stunned by it. You are definitively a piece of shit.
I don't think you're a piece of shit.
I think you are.
I don't think it's like you're a bad person for it.
Yes, you do. I think you are. You're a bad person. You're an evil person. You are not respected in your community.
Do you never do it?
Never.
See, I will do it, but I just admit that when I'm doing it, I'm being trash. Here are the times I will do it. It's really only one time. When I go to a Japanese steakhouse, I love that food, and they give me just so much of it that
Never been.
You never been?
Never been to a Japanese steakhouse.
You never been like Benihana?
Never been to Benihana.
You're missing out.
I hear good things. Yeah, I just never really got around to it.
Also, there's a difference between leftovers and taking home leftovers from a restaurant. Like, I'll eat Chinese food leftovers when it gets delivered to my house. I'll eat it the next day.
Right, for sure.
Don't get it twisted with leftovers. Thanksgiving leftovers, I'll eat for a week. I make my own food. I make tacos. I'll eat the tacos for days. It's when I'm talking about, yes, please put it in a box, in a styrofoam box, tie it up in a plastic bag, and I will then walk around with
I gotta fucking walk around now? That's crazy.
Especially if I ever catch somebody going to a second place. Let's go to an after dinner spot, and you bring a bag. Oh my God.
It reminds me of the Kanye tweet when Kanye said he was in first class, and he's like, I just woke up, and someone put a water bottle next to me. And what the hell? Now I got to be responsible for this water bottle?
I had to carry this.
Where am I taking this?
Have you ever been
one thing? I
into
guess it's one thing if you're driving, but if you take food into an Uber, if you take food on the subway, you're a lunatic.
Yeah, in New York City, if you're walking home or taking some sort of mass transit home or
I did
driver,
it once. I said earlier that I'd never done it. I did it once, and it was I took it to give it to a homeless person.
Yeah,
because I barely ate any of it.
But they were asleep.
They were asleep.
And you wanted credit, so you just give them a little nudge.
So I didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
I gave it to a different homeless person.
You missed your chance, but
conscious adult person, a homeless person.
Gotta get that credit.
Yeah.
I have done it. I just will admit that I'm trash when I'm doing it. The same way when I'm having a grand old time swimming in an above ground pool, I'm white trash. When I'm eating Entenmann's donuts, I'm white trash. No, take that out because I want Entenmann's to sponsor us. Don't take that out. I don't care. But I do want Entenmann's to sponsor us. When I am drinking water from the hose in the backyard. I love that. Tastes like pennies, but I'm being white trash. Yeah, that's right.
What?
That's right, motherfucker.
How often are you around a hose?
Pretty often with the kids playing in the
I guess
sprinklers and
that
shit.
makes sense. Yeah.
You know, plenty of white trash things I do. Sometimes the way I
I
dress,
don't do many
sometimes-
white trash things. Yeah, I do.
I was gonna say
I don't really remember it, but like, I mean, I was definitively trash.
Yeah.
So I don't remember why. I disagree with some takes, but the fact of the matter is, if you take home food, trash,
Yep.
trash.
And have you ever been bullied into it where they're like, I hate when the waiter's like, are you done with that? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, was there something wrong with it? I'm
Oh.
like, no. I'm like, do you want a box? I'm like, no, it's fine. My eyes were bigger than my stomach, or I had a late lunch, or I'm drunk, or whatever the reason may be. I don't want to eat this. Somebody said to me when
That rarely happens to me.
you get bullied into it, or you finish everything.
I-
That's the main thing too.
I
Is you're fat.
I take it down.
Yeah, you eat it all. See, I don't. I don't eat a lot per sitting. I can graze all day long, but like, I don't eat, like I went out the other night for dinner with my buddies. It was wing night. They're like, how many do you want? I was like, 10. And they're like, it's wing night. And I was like, I just want
Well,
10.
I'm gonna eat 6 of them.
Yeah, right. I'm going to order 10. 4 of them are going to be the drumsticks. I don't want the drumsticks. I'm going to eat the 6 flats, and I'm done. And I got buddies who will order like 30, and they'll take them down. I'm like, I don't need to have 30 fucking chicken wings right now. And I'm certainly not going to do it because it's 25 cents. I can afford the full price buffalo wings. A big baller over here. And that's another thing, too. People turn this into a money thing, and I get it, but it only reinforces it. It's like, if you're so poor that you at the dinner and you need to make sure it stretches into 2 meals, you're trash.
Yeah,
You're
maybe
poor.
you should be eating at McDonald's.
Yeah, right.
Maybe the steakhouse isn't for you.
Right. And again, if you need to do it, fine. But
Maybe you should
just
be going to
admit-
places without tablecloths. that was the I guess on the blackout tour, that was like how we decided restaurants were too nice for us.
tablecloths.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. It's like,
ooh, they got tablecloths here. Well,
you
no.
can. It's almost like I can make fun of my mom.
Right.
Like I've done trash things. I've been a trash person, so I can make fun of poor people and trash people because I either am that or I have been that before. So it's not like I'm talking down to you because I'm talking.
No, I'm talking down.
But we are part of it.
Yeah.
We are a garbaggio. We are a trashola. And this came straight from the mouth of Kevin Ryan at Are You Garbage? Like he said, you're an animal. Now Foley, he vehemently disagreed.
Foley, that was very insulting.
Foley said that you are
he's
a
like, come
take
on.
home.
And I was like, I don't know if that means like I'm garbage or fat. Either way, not great.
What he said, I had tweeted like, you're absolute garbage, and his response was like, well, I know Feidelberg will be on my side, and you were not happy about that. He said, let me get the exact quote. He said something like, you guys are out of control. I know Feidelberg's got my back, right? And I was like, holy shit.
No, Foley,
He
I
is not
I don't have
gonna
your back
like
at all.
that. Fights is not going to
I'm
be
not
happy
that
with that
fat,
one.
and I'm not that garbage. I'm neither of those things.
He said, wait a minute, Fights, you're on their side? He was stunned by the whole thing. Yeah, he said, Jesus, Fights, these two have lost it. Back me up on this. I know you're not throwing away any leftovers. And like Feidelberg will throw out, Feidelberg will be like, I could finish this meal, but I want to make sure I throw it out in the garbage. And then, I mean, Foley is, he said, I'm taking the butter with me too. The funny fucking guy. They don't use styrofoam anymore. They give you nice plastic containers that you can reuse later. If you're using the Tupperware at home.
He's right.
Honestly,
you're a real piece of shit.
These guys are the new fucking Foxworthy. They should do the, like, you might be a redneck.
Yeah.
It's like if you use the container after, when you take it home for leftovers, you use that Tupperware later for your own food, you might be garbage. You are a piece of shit.
I'll tell you who uses it, Polly.
Trash. Is she?
Polly saves it.
Polly's trash. I don't tell you, she's trash, man. And once again, like I will admit, somebody said to me, I ordered a 30-ounce prime rib. You think I'm gonna like
30 ounces? Who gets a 30-ounce prime rib?
Is that a lot or a little?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well,
I feel like steaks are usually like 8 to 12.
that's what I thought, and maybe you say like a 24
Like a fillet, I think a
ounce.
fillet is usually an 8 or 12.
Yeah, I think you get like the petite fillets like 6 and 8, then you get the 10, you get the 12. I've seen 16.
If you get a 30-ounce steak, that's too much.
Well, also here's my thing. First of all, if you get a 30-ounce prime rib, you're like you're making a statement. So you have to be able to finish that.
Yeah.
If I ordered a 30 ounce, I would never do that because I would know that I would eat 10, maybe, you know? So if you get it, you should finish it. And if you can't finish it, you're leaving like $19 on the table.
Right.
You know, it's like this is a $50 steak, and I ate 75% of it. You know, we're talking about like $18. It's like again, if that's
If
a
you're
problem,
getting
then you shouldn't be getting the 50-ounce steak.
Get away from the tablecloths.
That's it. Or just admit that you're trash. I would love if someone said, "Waiter, I am garbage. Can you box this up for me?" And I'd be like, "Okay." Embrace who you are, but let's not act like taking home. Or also, I do condone. I would be like, "Can you box this up? I'm taking it home for my dog." If you let me know that it's for your pup, I feel a little bit better about
That's
it.
also very
You're
insulting.
mitigating your what for the chef?
For the chef, yeah. Chef didn't prepare that food for a dog.
Chef prepared that food to satisfy his customer, and if I can now go home and feed my dog and not have to worry about cooking up some shit for him, then your mission's accomplished, chef. Chef. Fuck you, chef.
I can tell you the chef doesn't give a shit. It just came up on the ticket, and he's just like, all right, get it out.
Yeah, I think that too. Maybe if you're in like a Michelin star restaurant, but then again, if you're in a Michelin star restaurant, you're getting doggy bags, then you are absolute garbage.
Real trash.
And those things are, you know, the portions are this fucking big, so no one's ever taking home a doggy bag. Just admit who you are. And you know what really bothers me? We've done this a couple times over the years, and people get real fired up about it. I mean, there's Reddit threads about me. There's people freaking out on Twitter. There's comments on Instagram on things that I didn't, you know, like unrelated topics, unrelated pieces of content. Well, you don't even take home fucking food. So people get real bent out of shape about it. Meanwhile, they're the same people who, like, if I said, you're swimming in an above ground pool, you're trash, they'd be like, fuck yeah, you're fucking garbage. And also, if you take home food, well, no, wait a minute. No, fuck you. Fuck you, you bougie prick. You don't get to pick and choose when you pour shame. If you pour shame for one thing, you get pour shame for another. Just because you do one and don't do the other doesn't mean that you get to, pick and choose what applies to you.
Well, you're right.
You garbage all through and through. You do one of it, you're garbage. You don't get to just say, like, well, not in this case. Fuck you. We're all garbage. Just admit it.
That's good.
Am I the asshole? Yeah. Let's get into it. Am I the asshole if I take home food from the restaurant? Yes, you are. Am I the asshole if I don't use Roman swipes to last longer? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a selfish lover, is what you are. Yeah. Because then you're just going to come. You're just going to fucking come.
You come too fast like an asshole.
Am I the asshole because I fucked my girlfriend for only 5 seconds when I could have fucked her for 20 minutes? Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I could have done it for very little money in a very easy, fast acting, medically proven solution, yeah, you're an asshole. You get a Roman swipe, you open it up, it's a little wet napkin basically. Rub it on your cock, you're good to go. It's so cheap too. $5 for your first month. I think it's like $27. Yeah. I think it's like $27, but then you put in getroman.com/KFC and you just watch it go, and the price goes down to $5. It feels amazing. Just as amazing as your girlfriend's going to feel when you bang her for over 5 minutes. Go to getroman.com/KFC. First month, the swipe's just $5. It numbs your dick. It doesn't numb your partner. It could be your girl and her vagina. It could be your boyfriend and his butthole. Nobody's getting numb. Actually, in that case, you probably would want your asshole to get numb, right? But I talk about this pretty much once a month at this point. I still have not gotten a definitive answer if you can be a Minuteman when you're gay. Pat says yes, but he didn't really give me like a solid answer. Think about it. If you're getting butt fucked, do you really want it to last that long?
Oh.
And I think, there are plenty of people, straight or gay, who do enjoy anal sex. So maybe you do want it to last long. But you don't need it to last, like, really long, As a matter of fact, like...
I think you want it to last long.
You do.
I think if you are at a bottom, you enjoy it.
Well, right. I guess it's a case-by-case basis. And if there are guys who just love getting butt blasted, then you want it to be as long as you can. If you're a regular person... How much of the community you think is one or the other and not just like back and forth? You think it's prevalent that you're one or the other?
I think I believe so.
Yeah.
As I understand the homosexual community, it is rare to be
And now again,
both.
Some people like it, and so in that case, go ahead. But if you don't like it, it's almost like when you when you're a goalie, when you're playing hockey as a kid, you're like, I want to be goalie. It's like, what? Okay,
you
fine.
fucking lunatic.
You meet somebody at the bar, they're like, I'm a bottom, and it's like, yes, all right, I get to fuck you, man.
There's a reason goalies are allowed free at camps.
Right.
It's not the fun one.
Yeah, or catcher in baseball or any of these like shitty positions. I mean, in my mind, that's what being a bottom was. But if you like it, then I guess it's a different story. If you're not a bottom, if you're a top, if you're a bottom, how do you come? Blowjobs?
Prostate.
You jerk off while you get fucked or something?
Well, no, I think
You just come straight from the prostate?
I believe so.
Boy, that's the magic stick.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
I think that's how it works.
I mean, I know girls can come from anal.
God, we don't know anything about anything.
I mean, yeah, I will admit I don't know anything about gay sex because I've never done it.
Well, but like I should probably know how my butthole functions. I don't really know.
I think that I know girls can come from anal. I didn't think that guys could just blast off.
I think they can.
From no touching of the dick?
No, because it's like you like fucking.
No, I know, but I always thought that kind of accompanied some sort of touching of the dick.
You're probably right. I bet.
I'm gonna text Pat right now.
Huh?
I'm gonna call Pat right now. Pat is I never know. I mean, I'm sure he's like, oh, these fucking ignorant assholes. But I always have to check that I didn't call Pat McAfee. Imagine if I was like, Pat, can you come from getting fucked in the ass? But I feel like it needs to, it enhances things. Yo, what's up, man? I got you on speakerphone. We're doing KFC radio here. I feel like I've asked you, multiple questions along these lines, but can you come from just getting fucked in the ass without having anything touch your dick?
Me personally or in general?
Both. If you don't mind answering personally, but in general, because I was asking if you are a bottom, how do you come?
I think most people jerk.
Right. Okay. So they're getting fucked and they jerk.
With hands-free. That's like the ultimate compliment, a hands-free cum.
Yeah, that to me, I feel you gotta have the magic stick.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that like can happen, but it's super rare.
Yeah, I also realized the second you called me, I was like, I better step in a room for this.
Yeah, it's like here comes some real ignorant heterosexual shit. Okay, and also, how often are people not a definitive bottom or top? Are there people who go both ways, or is it usually you fall into one camp or the other?
That's tough to say. I think most people prefer one or the other, but a lot of people are verse, so...
Interesting.
I think a lot of it depends on the relationship, too. Like, some people are attracted to a guy as a top or as a bottom.
Right.
Some people are attracted as a bottom or as a top. So I think it's relationship specific, but I think a lot of guys, as they get older, just kind of have their preference.
If me and Feidelberg were to be gay, which do you think we'd be tops or bottoms?
Oh God, that's so tough. You both give off. Ew, this is like gross to think about. You both give off top energy.
Oh.
I think you'd probably be fucking Feidelberg though.
Yes! I'm so happy you said that. Yes! That a boy, Patty.
But you also might become hands-free, John. So this could be the best thing to do.
Oh, listen, I'll tell you right now, if I was fucking Feidelberg, he'd come hands-free, okay?
Talk about a fucking compliment.
All right, thank you for your service, Pat.
No problem.
Sure, bye. Yeah, that's right. I'm a fuck you, boy.
Boy, that was an ad read that went off the rails.
So go to GetRoman.com/KFC. I remember I listened to the Call Her Daddy episode with Miley Cyrus, and I was listening to her, like her Roman reads are like aggressive, and I was like, damn, like that was a pretty crazy ad read, and then here I am talking about fucking ghosts coming, Look, ma, no hands. All right, am I the asshole? We shall begin with this is one that got DM'd to us a few times, which is always a good sign. Am I the asshole? I told a woman the meaning of her daughter's name, and now everyone is upset with me. 3 weeks ago, I went to visit my friend Alice. During my visit, Mary, a friend of Alice, came unexpectedly over. Mary and I started a conversation. And during that conversation, Mary asked me what my cultural/ethnic background was, and I explained that I was Ethiopian. Mary seemed really happy to hear that, as it confirmed what she believed I was. We talked about how she spent time in Ethiopia for some outreach program when she was younger and how much of an impact the people, culture, and traditions had on her. She then told me that the locals named her Yema Yamichi because that means beloved one, and that she loved the name so much that she has named her newborn daughter that. I asked her if she was serious. She told me that she was, and well, Yema Yamichi, correct spelling, and then it has like Ethiopian language, and the closest English spelling is Yamichi, which does not mean beloved one in Amharic. It actually means uncomfortable / inconvenient / imbecile, depending on how you use it. So I told her the true meaning. Mary is now very angry with me and refuses to accept that she named her child an unpleasant / offensive name. Mary left angry, and Alice is now upset with me for hurting Mary's feelings, as she feels I shouldn't have told her. I do feel bad, as she seemed genuinely hurt by it, and I don't know what to do or how to fix hurting Mary's feelings. How do I fix this?
I mean, you can't fix it. Cat's out of the bag.
I mean, this bitch got to change her names, you know?
Like you go, it's a newborn, change the name.
Yeah, I mean...
You got to change the name. That's it. You did this person a service.
Right.
Like, she had a stupid name.
I got to tell you something, you know? This is like the ultimate telling someone if their fly is down.
Right.
Or, you know, you got something stuck in your teeth. I'm just saying, this is just a lifelong one, you know?
Yeah,
you got something stuck in your teeth for the rest of your life.
At some point, someone was going to break this news to her.
Yeah.
Might as well be early as possible.
Right. There was a follow-up comment that said, this is a teaching moment. You know? And
I mean...
this is classic, by the way. This is
How?
classic. She went abroad to this outreach program. This is like when you get a fucking Chinese symbol tattooed on your back,
right,
and you think it means power and it means slut because they were fucking with you. She went on some outreach program. They were probably like, oh my God, that imbecile Alice is coming around again. Let's call her Yemi Yamichi. And then someone said, wait. Then
beloved one sounds like
why
some
are you guys
bullshit.
calling me that? And they were like, it means you're beloved. You know, we love you.
That sounds like
Made up on
someone
the spot.
panicked. Like,
Yeah.
we're a beloved one.
Right. Beautiful woman.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't mean that. Also, I guess you would just take it at face value if you told me, like, I don't know, if you were from Ireland, you know, you're doing your accent, and you told me, like, that, you know, Kevin means, like, powerful one. I'd be like, oh, okay, somebody from Ireland told me that. I guess I wouldn't, like, double check. But I feel like at some point I don't know.
Before I named my kid, I would double check.
Yeah, right.
I'd be like, I'll throw this in Google.
This is why, you know, naming your kid after a meaning of a word, it's a bit much.
Wait.
You know, if you're like I like the way it sounds. You know, I think that's maybe a little extra. We're like,
yeah.
I like the name Jessica, and it turns out that means like sunshine or some shit.
All
Okay.
names just mean fucking something
Nothing.
nice.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
true.
it's like,
That's
oh,
true. But I guess words, you know, some words have got to be negative, and if you decide to name your kid that, I don't know.
I think all because it's like those bullshit things they have in like fucking souvenir shops where it's like John means he's a hard worker, and diligent and funny.
It is always very cookie cutter.
And that describes me and John McAfee. Like
Speaking of,
it's just all Johns.
John McAfee, one of the great all-time fugitive stories, has come to an end.
What happened?
He got caught.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why he's in the news.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, John McAfee got caught. He was in Spain.
Why would you go to a place with extradition?
Well, I think so. Unfortunately, I hope this isn't the case, but he did an interview with Hard Factor, and in the interview with Hard Factor, he said basically that he was in Spain. I can't remember the exact wording, but he said something sort of like in Spain, here in Spain, and it was like, wait a minute, whoops, like why did you say that? John McAfee's life on the lam comes to an end in Spain. So yeah, Hard Factor back in April, so recently, did an interview, and he said we had to lock down in Spain, so we escaped Spain. That was April 12th. So maybe in that case he was saying we're no longer in Spain, and they were, because if you look at he also did this thing. He did a video, the 4-step process to being on the run. He's like, get rid of your cell phone, go to countries that the country coming after you is not welcome. If you're in China, go to America. If you're in America, go to China. And then one of them, I think, was like throw them off your scent. So maybe that's what he was trying to do. But if you're...
Why would you not listen to step 2?
Yeah. I mean, there must have been a reason why he went to Spain because he was in he was
You're
in
literally putting out the steps.
he
and
was
you're not
in
listening to yourself.
Belize. He was in Belize. He went to Cuba. He went to another country that I can't remember now, but he always was in good spots, and then I guess for whatever reason ended up in Spain, and then he got pinched. But he owes over $50 million in taxes, and his quote was that I have yet to receive that amount in services, so I'm not paying it until I get the right government support and infrastructure and payback that you're supposed to provide.
He's gonna get a heck of a fucking lawyer for that.
Yeah, he was in the Dominican Republic. He was in Cuba. He was in all these places. He's got a fucking AR-15 like weapon.
He still also owes us a dick eating.
Right.
He said that if Bitcoin wasn't at 100,000, I think.
I think that's it.
He said I will eat my own dick. It is not at that price.
I don't think it's even close.
It's not even close.
The dickening, they call it. The dickening countdown to John McAfee dick eating. You heard it here first in the year 2017. So the time until the dickening right now is 85 days, 2 hours, 33 minutes, and 40 seconds.
Oh, it hasn't hit yet.
So he gave a time. He said, when I predict, okay. He said the quote. The tweet was, so Bitcoin to 500,000 within the next 3 years. And he said, if not, I will eat my dick on national television. And then he said, when I predicted Bitcoin at $500,000 by the end of 2020, it used a model that predicted 5,000 at the end of 2017. Bitcoin has accelerated much faster than my model assumptions. I will now predict Bitcoin at 1 million by the end of 2020.
Oh boy.
I'll still eat my dick if I'm wrong. So that was on July 17th, 2017. He said by the end of 2020. So 85 days until December 31st. And I think we're at like 20,000, right?
I don't even know
Not
what
even,
it's
yeah.
at.
It's not in the hundreds of thousands. So, we got quite a long way to go.
I think this should be part of the trial. Like,
Bitcoin,
It's at 10,000.
10,000. Bitcoin needs to grow at an average of $11,000 per day between now and the dickening.
that dude's gonna have to eat his dick.
Oh yeah. Now, what does that mean?
Imagine he cuts it off and then
Like if you tell someone eat a dick,
you think he's just gonna suck his own dick?
yeah.
Nah.
Because I also could see him being. I bet you John McAfee can suck his own dick. Like he's been in like the Dominican with his wife or whatever, and they're like doing tantric yoga and shit and bending all flexible.
Nah. You'd say I want to suck my own dick. Like I think you gotta eat it.
You
You
gotta,
say
You gotta what's it called? Castrate yourself. I mean that's tough. John McAfee though is an all-time legend. He killed a guy. That makes it a little tough for me to get behind him. I don't like murderers, but
he killed the guy.
that guy murdered his dog. So his dog got poisoned by this guy, and then a week later that guy ended up dead. He went John Wick on his ass.
I'll co-sign that.
I'll allow
That's
it.
okay. Yeah.
Judge's ruling.
Yeah.
I'll allow it. But I think he's done some other shady shit. Like I'm totally okay with tax evasion. The rest of it's like you gotta have some good reasons. Somebody poisoning your dog. That's a good reason. So John McAfee, one of the all-time fugitives. Him, Edward Snowden, legends. It's so funny that they're just like they do podcasts and shit.
Yeah.
And you just can't catch me. It is crazy though. He was like, get rid of your phone right away. Not even like your smartphone. He's like, don't have a phone. He's like, I haven't had a phone in years. And it's like, well, the hardest. If I said like you have to be on the run right now, you'd be like, okay, I gotta like call my friend. Can't do it. Can't do it. How do you do all that shit without a phone? How do you
use a home phone?
I guess. I mean, but he does have. He's dialing into podcasts and shit,
Right.
so he's got an email address and whatnot. And how do you get cash? Like you have to use your bank at some point, and how do you not? I could not even begin to think of step one of how to be on a lam. So anyway,
Well, it's no phone.
yeah, I guess that's it. But then what? So back to Yemi Yamiche.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
an imbecile.
Imbecile.
You got duped by a bunch of Ethiopians.
You were accurately described when they named you.
Yeah.
You were an idiot.
Right. And now, just change your kid's name. Or, just shorten it.
It's a newborn. Just change
Like
the fucking name.
if it's Yemi Yamiche, just call her Yemi. And then it's just, I don't know, it's a cute name.
Or just call her fucking Samantha. Just change her name to something normal.
Change the whole fucking name.
Why not? It's a newborn. She has no idea what her name is.
Yeah, but you got to go through the whole birth certificate and shit. You know.
I think
How
it's
about
worth
this? My dad has been in the system his whole life with the wrong date. So he's like coming up on retirement and social security and stuff. And they were like, you got another year to go. And he's like, no, I don't. I was born in 1954. And they were like, records show 1955.
What?
And he was like, what the fuck? And like he had to like have it changed. Like he had to like officially apply to get like his record changed.
Really?
Which is not an easy thing to do because, you know, I'm sure there's
I'd just work another
like,
year.
well, I think he wants to. I think he's like, what am I going to do at home all day, every day? But, you know, you can imagine that very reason. There are probably people trying to game the system like that. You know, like I want to get Social Security a year early. And he's like, no, for real. I am 65 or whatever. And that and my I'm almost positive his father put the wrong name down on his birth certificate.
What?
My dad's middle name is supposed to be Joseph. And my dad's dad was like in the hospital that day when she was giving birth. And, you know, the dad usually takes care of the paperwork while the mom is like fucking dealing with the placenta, you know? And I think the way the story goes is that he was like, it's Timothy, you know, we're going to call him like Timothy Joseph Clancy, Timothy J. Clancy. And he like heard J and put it in his J-A-Y. Like, you dumb
up.
motherfucker. I think they got that one fixed like before it like really became a problem. But like his first run, it said Timothy J-A-Y Clancy.
That is fucking hilarious.
Dumbass. So good. Yeah.
On that note, I'm pretty sure my last name's not supposed to be Hamilton. My great grandma, she had kids with her like second husband and was like, your name kind of sucks, so I'm just gonna go with the first husband's name of Hamilton.
What?
Keep it with that, yeah. So I'm pretty sure my last.
So your grandfather's last name is Smith, and
oh, I'm pretty sure we're pretty sure it's Toddleben, which kind of does suck. Hamilton's way better.
Bro, do you know how much of like a power move that is, and how much you kind of get like cucked if a girl is just like,
Dude,
your name sucks, and I'm gonna make you my ex's name.
I'm gonna give our kids my ex-husband's name. That you can't have that.
I gotta be honest, your grandfather is a pushover.
It was either
say something else there.
It was either the first ex or
Doesn't matter.
It was like
if
the
it's-
next guy. She's like, no, I'm just gonna make them Hamiltons. I forget which way it went.
Holy shit,
Dude, as someone
and
with
he
a
was like
shitty
in
name,
the picture. Like the dad, your grandfather was still around. It wasn't like he died or left or something where it's like, oh my god, we're like not gonna.
So I found out way after she died that she had 3 husbands. So I forget which one. I think it was the second one she had kids with, and they're just like, we're going with Hamilton. Hamilton was either the first or the third guy. Not sure where it fell, but she was a baller. Fucking-
that is. I have a
Stunned.
bad name. If you come to me and you're like, we're not using your name, we're using my ex's, I'm like,
Well, then
no.
it rallies you know, right?
I'll be like, no, we're using my fucking
Yeah,
name
yeah.
with the children I sire. Like, they're getting my fucking name.
My sire. I mean that's you make it sound like you're a fucking horse.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Oh man, I can't get over that. Like, your name stinks. My ex, like his dick game was better. His name's better. By the way, it's kind of surprising we don't make many Hamilton jokes for Nick. Like like the show.
Yeah.
You know, we never really make any references to him.
Hamilton. I honestly don't think I had ever registered his name as Hamilton. You're just Nick.
Yeah. But like, you know, you love Hamilton, the show. It's called Hamilton. Like, I'm surprised we don't walk in every day like, I am not throwing away my shot, and just like reciting the lyrics and be like, yo, Hamilton, spit a verse. Like all these dumb things. We just never clicked. Hammy.
Yeah.
The Ham Fam. The Ham Fam is doing it big. Your sister's got 800 blogs, huh?
yeah, in 2 years, she's fucking crushing
Your
it.
sister does what nobody else does when everyone's like, how do I get in the industry? And it's like, blog every single day.
Yeah.
She just did it every
Yeah,
single day.
I told
and now
her
she's
that.
working for Barstool Chicago and helping those guys out. And like, that's how it works.
Yep, she's crushing it.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Like, that's a lot of blogs and a lot of commitment, but you know, do the damn thing, kids. Anyway, you're an asshole. Wait,
Yummy Amija.
you're the asshole for
No,
you're not the asshole for telling people the truth. Although I will say, I don't know if I would do that. I think I would just be like, yo, did you hear about
Oh
that?
yeah,
You
no,
know,
I
like,
wouldn't tell you. You're not the
you know?
asshole, but I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, right.
No.
You're well within your grounds. But
I might
would
send you
not.
like an anonymous letter.
Yeah,
but I'm not.
Who wrote the
fucking
note?
telling you.
Yeah, I would. Is it your responsibility? No. You know what the problem is? It's like it's this fucking Ethiopian term. Like if I thought there was a chance that you're gonna run around and really embarrass yourself, again, something in your teeth. Let me know. The chances that you run into someone at work or in a social setting who knows the Ethiopian language and is like, you sound like a buffoon.
Beloved one.
It's very slim. So just let that person go on about their day, telling everyone that it's Ethiopian for beloved and nobody cares.
I guess you're right.
But not the asshole because you're allowed to tell someone if they have a dumb fucking name. Okay. Am I the asshole? Number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Am I the asshole for refusing to be in the delivery room when my wife delivers? Right off the top, what's your answer?
Yeah.
Not so fast. I know the title sounds bad, but it's not what it is. I, 30, have been married now to my wife, 29, for 3 years. She got pregnant in January this year, and I was overjoyed. But one day, she struck me with the bombshell that the child wasn't mine.
Oh, well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you can't judge an Am I the Asshole by its headline. I was shattered. By then, she was 6 months into the pregnancy, and I did not have the heart to make her go through the legal process of divorce. It seemed that the baby's father ran for it when he heard my wife was pregnant. That's a phrase you don't want to have to say. I did tell her that I would be filing for divorce once she gives birth to the baby and made it clear that our relationship was not salvageable. She agreed, and I told her she'd have to move out once the lease expires in January. She tells me that she's in love with me and that our relationship could be healed once again. I told her no. She left, and she left it at that. We have been sleeping in separate rooms ever since, and I help her with the delivery-related treatment and visits to the hospital. Now, again, a few days back, she asked me to be with her in the delivery room once she delivers, as she wants me to be support for her. I once again declined and told her that she could ask her mother to be in the room and take care of her, and not to ask to be with me in the delivery room. She went on to tell her parents, and they have been messaging and calling, and my the asshole refusing to be in the living room. Edit. After reading your comments, I decided to consult a lawyer and file for divorce immediately. Also, not planning on taking her to my parents about talking to her. Okay.
I mean, you're just absolutely not the asshole.
No fucking way. No fucking
You're
way.
you're so not the asshole for even like refusing to divorce her right away. Like,
Yeah.
look, if you got someone else's baby in you, we out.
Yeah, I mean, for
I'm,
real.
I'm call me callous, call me rude. If someone else has sired a child with you, I no longer want to be with you.
And like, you mean in the
Right.
terms
If
of
we,
relationship?
if we were in a
Yeah,
relationship, yes.
Right.
And then
I mean, I guess I wonder what some of the advice was. Probably like, you got to get out like ASAP because of, I don't know, there's probably like legal or insurance purposes or some shit like that. But I mean, this guy is a fucking hero for continuing to even live in the under the same roof,
Bro.
and go to doctor's visits with her and shit. I mean, that is
people-
above and fucking beyond.
people say that like not people say, it's just a definitive thing that happens, like pregnancy hormones and shit like that. You're opting to live with an insane person. And it's not even
Absolutely.
you who did that to them.
Yeah, no. I mean, that is, you are already a hero, and to be there where you're expected to, it's not, I don't think she wants him to just sit in the room. It's, hold my hand
Right.
and breathe with me and help me through it. Like, I
thing.
understand the dude's not in the picture, but get your mom, get your sister, get your friend, get anybody else other than the person you totally fucked over.
To even request that is actually pregnancy brain.
Yeah,
To be like,
right. To
okay.
think that that's even on the table.
To think that's even a realistic request.
Also, that might be like that. This dude's a sucker.
Yeah.
If there's even a chance that this might happen, you probably are putting off big time cuck vibes. But I mean, that sucks. That sucks because that's still, even if you did that to me, I still would feel guilty about like making someone go through the pregnancy alone and making them. Go
I
through
don't
delivery
think I
alone.
would. I think if you told me that, I think I would have divorce papers like that.
Yeah, probably.
I guess.
But like,
you
it sounds
speak-
like this girl's all alone. If she's asking you, like, maybe like if it was a girl like didn't have friends and family. Ugh, that is so cheap, man.
Guess what, man? You got 2 months. You better make some friends and family.
Imagine that, like, get on a dating app or
Yeah.
whatever. Find some fucking buddy who's gonna deliver this freaking baby with you.
Right? It happened in January.
Tough.
Wait, how do you get pregnant in January? I guess it's an older one.
What does that mean?
Oh wait, it's 9 months. We're in the 9th month, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I thought you were like, what do you mean? You can't get pregnant in the month of January?
no, I was just like, wait, it should have been out by now. But yeah, no, you got a couple weeks. You better fuck
Figure
it
it the
and
fuck out,
find a
man.
kid.
Go ahead. Last one.
All right, last one here. Am I the asshole for telling my parents to fuck off and stop calling my girlfriend my sister?
What?
I, 18-year-old male, have been dating my girlfriend, 17-year-old female, for 3 years now. My mom and her dad got married, and we live together
Say again. They've been dating.
for 3 years.
Okay.
And their parents got married. My mom and her dad got married, and we lived together. We were dating before our parents were.
That's wildly selfish.
Yet our parents have told us it's inappropriate for step siblings to date. We can't show any affection in public,
What?
or our parents ground us. We can't.
Wait, how old are they again?
17 and 18. We can't be in our room alone, or ever be home alone. It's so fucking infuriating. My parents also make it worse by saying things like, take this over to your sister, or how are you and your sister feeling? I got so sick of this, I hugged my girlfriend and my mom broke it up and said there's too much touching and I lost my shit and yelled, fuck you, I'm so sick of your shit. She's my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend much longer than you've been married to Sam. I will continue to date Jessica whether or not you approve. You can't decide what I do. You can't decide what I do, fuck you. And I left the house, pulling Jessica with me. She said I was unnecessarily rude to my mom. I could see my mom crying through the window. We came back several hours later, and my mom and Sam were there to give us a talk. They had a discussion and told us about how we need to stop being entitled and accept the fact that we are siblings now, and we have to behave appropriately. I told them they could go fuck themselves and left. Jessica followed me to my room and locked the door.
And then
ignored.
we fucked.
They gave up after a bit. Fucking hell, I want to move out. Edit. Thank you to everyone for the support. To answer some questions, we are planning on moving out ASAP, and we are reconsidering going to Armenia to volunteer and enlist, as I mentioned in another post. And you want to help
All right, now. All right, gotta finish up.
or do some volunteer work as they really need it, especially in Karabakh or somewhere. She turns 18 in a few weeks. We definitely do not plan to stay here any longer after that.
Two things are going on here. I mean, you can't retroactively, turn someone into siblings if they're already fucking and dating. That's bullshit. But these kids are annoying. And they're assholes. Like, we're going to go to Armenia to, like, join the Peace Corps. It's like, shut the fuck up, kids. So I can see them being like, listen, we're adults. We're in love.
Fuck
we're
someone else.
fucking. You guys are just dumb kids who think that you're in love and think that you're going to, solve the world's problems. Go give another kid a hand job, Like, we're real, you're not, and the timing of it all is unfortunate for you.
I actually do think they're the assholes.
The kids are.
I didn't think so at first, but like, you can't be making, like, you can't not let your parents are like actually in love. They're adults. You're 17 years old.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, like, you can't date her. That's my girlfriend's mom or my girlfriend's
It's like,
dad.
you're not
whatever
going to
it is.
last.
Right.
Like, you guys are just...
You're going to go to
You're
fucking
like-
Armenia.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck off.
These kids suck. Like, they're not... The parents are not in the right, but they're not in the wrong.
No.
It is a little weird. It's a little weird to... I mean, this is how these things happen, by the way, though. I don't know, single parents, divorced, however it ended up working out. Like, I think this kind of shit happens more often than you think because that's where you meet people. Like, it's like, oh my God, you're dating, your kid's teacher. You're dating your kid's coach. You're dating the mom of one of their friends. It's like, well, where else am I gonna meet people? Like I go to school functions. I go to where my kids go. I'm gonna meet people there. So it's probably more likely, or like more. It happens more often than you think. It's a little weird though to be like, my kids are dating and I'm gonna fuck their mom. I'm gonna fuck that girl's mom. That's strange.
I think I'd do it.
I mean,
I think I'd do it.
I feel like I would definitely do it, and then if it turns out like we're in love, I'd be like, well, we got to break these fucking kids up.
Yeah,
Let's start calling them brother and sister, and let's like fuck with them a
How's
little
your
bit.
sister doing?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah. You little fucking incestual stick. I mean, do you know how crazy it is to retroactively say you can't hook up with your stepsister? It's like she wasn't my
fucking her for
stepsister
3 years, dude.
until you came into the picture. So I do think this is gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is
Yeah, but I'm
definitely
pro
like
gaslighting. I love a good gaslight.
Pro gaslighting. That is the most toxic thing I've ever heard someone say. I am pro gaslighting. I am pro mental torture.
I mean, I think it's funny. I think gaslighting is just a good joke.
It's a funny prank.
Right? Like
It's like, but you're not actually crazy. I'm just
yeah.
fucking with you. Got
the
him.
lights actually are darker. You're right.
So what's your final answer there, though? Like, I think everyone's the asshole.
Yeah, I think everyone's the asshole, but fuck the kids in particular.
Right. All right, voicemail time. It's brought to you by Calm for Business. Companies can partner with the #1 mental fitness app to help provide support for their employees. So Calm has been around for a long time. It's an app. I think I have it on my phone. It's got all sorts of tips on how to like meditate. And here, let me open it up. Take a deep breath as soon as you open it up. It's got meditation. It's got sleep. You can hear already. I've got my running water and
Oh, very nice. That is quite
birds.
tranquil.
It's got this beautiful mountain and lake, and it's got short stories and music and your daily calm, and here's how to meditate and breathe, and here's how to train your mind. There's fucking LeBron on there. LeBron's everywhere, bro. They do these cool look, there's Scottie Pippen. They have these sleep stories that are kind of cool. I listened to one with Cillian Murphy. There it is. Ireland by train. Join Cillian Murphy for a magical trip across.
My name is Killian.
And it's
It's my
just
sleep story.
puts me to sleep.
Tonight, we take a trip across my home country of Ireland.
Isn't it nice?
I might fall asleep right now.
It's really nice,
Yeah.
right? And so they tell these like short stories. This one is 30 minutes long, so you'll fall asleep. And so Calm has been out, for a long time, and it's great. But now they're doing Calm for Business, where you can help all your employees. Which honestly, you want productivity? Could you imagine, like if Dave and Barstool helped us not be fucking the way we are? How much more? Well, I don't know. Actually, Dave's probably like, get them crazier.
Yeah,
Get them crazier. The more they go through, the better. It's like MGK says in that song. He's like, my label hates that I'm like this, but I got to go through shit to keep writing. That's a funny line. So that the line before that is I just crashed my car into a tree. And he had a tweet that said, like from, I think 2019 or whatever, he was like, I just crashed my car into a tree, but the song we just wrote, like while we were doing it, was so fucking dope, I don't even care. So it's like, and then the song came out.
Yeah.
And like it all came full circle. Anyway, no, it's not good to be mentally crazy, no matter how much you think it's good for business or funnier jokes or whatever. And so if you help your employees, you'll have a healthier, safer, more productive work environment. It has a library of content specifically designed to help work teams stress less, sleep better, and build mental resilience. Now, that we could use. Although, I don't know. I think we're pretty resilient. I think we could teach others how to
I
be
think we're
resilient.
exceptionally resilient.
Yeah, big time. So it includes a lot of lo-fi music playlists, quick breathing breaks, guided meditations, and hundreds of soothing sleep stories like my man Killian. It helps you learn how to be mindful at work. They have a mindfulness at work series with mental health and productivity at the forefront. Millions of employees have joined Calm for Business, so you can too. They're offering right now a free well-being guide and a free demo when you go to calm.com. That's fucking funny, right? Calm.com/KFC. And if Calm for Business is right for you, they're offering a free month for your first year when you go to calm.com/KFC. Get started. The free month has unlimited access. It's all at calm.com/KFC.
KFC fights. What's up, guys? I got a hypothetical for you. So I was heading home a little bit stoned, and I thought of this in honor of MGK and Halsey's new song. Would you rather have every relationship, girlfriend, hookup, whatever, tattooed on your body, can be as small as big, wherever you want it, or never be able to remember those hookups or those relationships? All right, let me know. Viva.
So you have to have a permanent memory of your exes or no memory. A tattoo or no. I think this is an easy answer.
What do you think?
The tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you need to have memories of your exes. Otherwise, you make the same mistakes.
Right. History
repeats itself. Yeah.
What is it? If we don't learn from history, whatever.
If you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat it. Something like that. If you don't.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely get tattoos. I think the tattoos actually are pretty cool.
I thought that.
I think it'd be cool to just, you're not like, it's not their name, right? It's just like some symbol that represents them.
Yeah,
I think
so
that'd be a fun game.
Yeah. I think it's a shame. Like every relationship you're in ends in disaster, except for, hopefully, if things go kind of according to the cookie cutter plan, except for one. Mm-hmm. Every relationship you break up, and then maybe you have the one that lasts for life. And it's a shame that, like, I've always thought it's just such a fucked up, weird thing in this world where the person you grow closest to, that you share the most with, that you open up, like your deepest, darkest secrets, and you do the weirdest shit with them in bed, and you have the funnest memories with them, and then something goes wrong, and you guys start to fight, and then that's the person you don't ever talk to again or associate with again. And in reality, I think you almost like... Well, hopefully. I mean, you can have good breakups, and maybe it's not the end of the world, but a lot of times I think it's just a wrap.
I think good breakups are fucking weird.
So do I.
If you have a good breakup, you're a lunatic.
I agree. I think maybe like one day way down the road, you can be like cordial about it if you're both in good spots. It's almost like the one from Taylor Swift. Like you were saying, it's like almost happy because they're both together and moved on, and I think that almost makes it more sad because it's like, wow, like that was really that was worthless. That was nothing. But I think there is something cool if you can be like, whatever. I hate that person now, or that person hates me now. We can't even be in the same room.
I think that's good. Have that passion.
Just a little hate in your heart.
I hope all of my exes despise me.
But I think that there's a cool, like if you had a tat and you were just like, yeah, that was the girl, like, we hate each other now, but there was, for that summer or those 2 years or whatever, we were fucking hot and heavy and bright and awesome, I think there's something cool about that. That is probably going to be super problematic for your new girl. Like, what's that? And it's like, oh, well, there's like, look at this brilliant piece of art to commemorate like that hot like chick I fucked all year long or whatever.
Yeah. Also, like the amount of tattoos could get to be a little problematic.
This one and that one, that was 98. That was 99.
Yes, I have 68 tattoos on me.
Yeah. Or I don't know what's worse, that or you have like 2, and it's like, well, those were like the love of your life for like 10 years each. Like, at least you'd be like, all right, that was a fling, that was a hoe, that was a this, that was a that. If you've got,
I think you'd still.
If you've got like 1 over your heart and 1 on your dick, it's like these are the 2 most important things in my life, and they are immortalized on my body.
Like I'm just putting the shoe on the other foot here. Like
you'd prefer a couple, not 1,000.
I would like 2 to 3.
What's your ideal number? 2, 3?
I don't know. I guess.
I'd say.
I would say I don't really have one.
6.
6?
6.
That's so unrealistic. It's such a low number.
I didn't say what's my realistic number. I said what's my ideal number.
I mean, like your ideal number. I mean, it has to be relatively possible. No one's only had sex with 6 people.
I think that they have. I think it could happen.
There is not a 35-year-old out there who has had sex with 6 people.
No, but there could be a 25-year-old. I don't want to date a 25-year-old, but I'm saying if you had, you can. What if you have sex with 5 people and then your 6th you date for 10 years? from when you're 22 to 32.
I mean, it's not impossible.
What if I started having sex when I was 17 years old? I have sex with 5 people. And then my 6th, I start dating when I'm 22. I had sex with one person a year. I'm in 5 relationships. And then I have sex. Then I find the one at 22. And I fuck them until I'm 32. And then we break up.
I mean, it's reasonable. It's not insane, but it's just I feel like that's pretty rare.
Yeah, but again, I said, what's your ideal number?
I don't know, 20.
20? An even 20?
Yeah, 22.
22.
22.
Okay. So you want 22 tats all over your body?
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Yeah, maybe it's 50.
that would be cool if this was a thing that was just like, you have to, let's say,
Right.
And then you see a girl who's like sleeved up and it's like, oh, girl, you experienced. You know what you're doing, girl. But yeah, I think if you had no memory of of anything you dated, that's like 50 first dates. Like you go crazy. Like you're not a functioning human. Next up.
Yo, KFC, Feist, DC, what up? So I got a interesting question for you. So, me and my, girlfriend were having sex the other night and I hit my nose on the headboard, right? Pretty fucking hard while we were going at it, Fucking move back a little, like, the lights are off. So the lights are off. And fucking, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute later, I do the same fucking thing and rock my nose in the same exact fucking spot. And now I got a fucking mark on my nose from this shit. And I'm just wondering, what are your guys' craziest sex injuries or any of the wildest ones you've heard? Thanks. Viva.
You can't make the same
every time I have sex.
Well, injured is you pull a muscle sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's
that's
really
that's
a cardio injury.
That's hurt versus injured.
Right.
If you can't make the same mistake twice like that. You can't bang your nose against the headboard and then bang your nose against the headboard again. You got to make an in-game adjustment. You got to have
also.
How you banging your nose against?
Banging your nose?
I mean, that beak of yours could bang into anything.
I guess he was on top.
Yeah, I guess if you're on top and you are like close to the headboard.
I don't think I've never.
I don't know how it's flat. You'd have to like.
I've definitely never hit my nose. I would jokingly was like I get hurt every time I have sex. I don't think I've ever been injured during sex.
I've injured somebody.
How?
I headbutted her in the lip. It was bad. Bad. She was on top, and I was trying to do like one swoop, like one fell swoop.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up one of Stone Cold's like moves was he like kind of picked you up, spun you, and then just dropped you on your back, sort of. And I kind of did that to her. I kind of spun her and dropped her, and she bounced up off the bed, and I came down, and I like headbutted her. Bad. It made a sound like a watermelon being thrown into the pavement. It was like a gushy.
Jesus.
It was whop. It was a violent whop.
Heaven.
And I mean, like I thought like her lip exploded. I thought we were gonna need like a plastic surgeon to stitch her up. And her lip blood, swollen. She started a new job the next day.
Oh,
it was a Sunday, and she had to start work at a new job, high-profile job, the next day, where she was like, "Snake it till you make it. I'm in over my head. I'm young, and I'm like underqualified for this job. Like, I got to look the part and fake the part." And she had to go in the first day with like a monster lip. I was like, "Oh my God!"
I guess I actually do get injured. I cut my tongue because these teeth, my lower teeth are uneven.
So when you're licking.
So when I'm eating out,
the bottom of
it
your
gets
tongue
cut.
So the top of the bottom row of teeth cut the bottom of your tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're pushing against that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my most biggest injury. It's not really a sexy one. It's not a good story.
You gotta put like your tongue on the outside and keep your lip as the barrier there or something.
No, that's crazy town. Who does that?
Nobody. If I was chopping my tongue off with my teeth, I think I would try to adjust.
Nah, I just
in-game adjustment.
I just deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, you really do. Like when you're giving oral, you just got to deal with some things, guys and girls. You know, like your tongue is cramping up. You know, it's not easy. It's probably worse for girls.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy that it's just like, well, you have to like cut off your air supply and maybe almost throw up. That's how you do it. Like that's minimum these days, you know. So wait, what was the question? So what was the worst injuries? Yeah. I mean, and by the way, my head hurt from that headbutt. So I wasn't, you know, there was 2 parties there. I got a cramp once that was like bad, and it was relatively recently. So I was feeling old, you know. It's like fuck.
I mean, the cramp happens to me it's always happened my entire life.
I you know is getting it, and then usually I'll stop, and I'll change positions. Sometimes I'll just flat out stop and just stretch. But this time it was at a moment where I was not interested in stopping. So I just kept going, and then I couldn't get rid of it. Like I let it go too far. I think I ripped it. I think I tore my hamstring because I finished and I tried to stretch and it wasn't working. And I was like, I was like really stretching, like really trying to get it back. And it just wasn't. And that was pure agony. Because you know how when you don't feel things until you come and then you feel it all?
Yeah.
So like I could feel it during the moment. So it's like, oh, this is bad if you can feel it. And then when I could feel everything, I was like, it's like a gunshot.
I can just picture you like trying to stretch that leg out.
Yeah, like naked and ugly. But yeah, that's probably. I don't think I've ever had like I don't think so. I don't think I've ever gotten injured during it.
No, I think it's a tongue situation.
Just
couple of expert
good at
sex
fucking.
havers. Yeah,
just good at having sex. Last voicemail. Let's go.
KFC fights, big fan of the show. Recently just got into Always Sunny from You Listen to You Guys. I can tell you're big fans. So I just got to the Dennis system episode where Dennis goes over his system to an erotic conquest. And I was curious, since you guys are big fans of the show, if you were to develop your own Kevin or John system for your own conquest, what would it be?
I mean,
Viva.
We'll have to really do this. With the letters and everything, you know?
Mine's easy.
Okay. No, it's not, but go ahead. This is just not an easy thing, so it's just not easy.
Jerk off.
Mm-hmm. OnlyFans.
Hentai.
And
nubile.
Doesn't that mean like children?
No.
What does nubile mean?
Fucking hey, we're gonna find out. I thought nubile just meant like sexy.
Young. Yeah, young.
Did you say that because of nubile films?
Of girl or young woman. It does mean sexually attractive, but it's referring to young girl.
All right, not nubile.
No, but then the next one says suitable for marriage. Oh, and anyway, this is a weird word. Like definition number 1, young girl, sexually attractive, or sexually mature, suitable for marriage. Those are the two polar opposites.
Different things.
They're two very opposite. What is nubility? The condition of being marriageable.
What?
So, yeah, I mean, these are fucking... This is wacky.
I don't think...
Let's just stay away from this word.
Yeah.
How about nudity?
Nudity,
Done.
yes.
Yeah, all right. What can I mean, I got K is a weird word. A weird letter.
Kremlin.
I don't think I want Kremlin in there. Kill. Kill.
Everyone.
Victims. Interrogate. Nubile. Let's get into our interviews. Fuck it. Annie Lederman's on the show. Unbelievable interview with some. You know what this was? This like brought me back. This was a good interview for me to like remember what it is that we do and why we're here and what our jobs are. I was like, let's get back to letting it fly. Let's get back to just saying some shit and making people laugh and not fucking worrying all the time. That's what Annie did for me. It's brought to you by Blue Nile. You find a girl like Annie, you want to wife her up, you want to get her a ring, you want to get her some diamonds, you go to Blue Nile. It's an online diamond dealership where they have over 100,000 ethically sourced GIA graded diamonds. How about this? I was saying how you should get go for size, get the carats, and don't worry about the clarity and the cut. And Kelly Keegs was telling me that like the new shit is that like girls will really like look at the clarity and almost like ask people to see the paperwork. Like she knows girls who like, I guess I remember having like a packet that had all the info. I guess you can get like a card as well. And like I guess Kelly was saying like people are showing off the card.
Really?
I was like, boy, this is so gay. This is so lame. Can't say that anymore. That is so shallow and lame. Like, get the fuck out of here. To be like, no, look, it's actually, it's not cloudy. It's clear. Whatever. I still stand by it. Size matters. Don't get a piece of shit diamond, but go for the size because that's what I thought, at least. I thought people would compare looking at the rings, but I guess now you got to worry about all of it. Either way, no matter what you're worried about, Blue Nile has got you covered. They are the jewelry experts that can assist you over the phone or chat during your shopping experience. You can schedule virtual appointments. You can see all types of, and it's not just engagement rings. You can get anniversaries and birthdays and just any old occasions. You want to just buy yourself a diamond? Do you think people just buy them? Do you think anybody's ever just bought like a fat diamond ring for themselves?
Yeah.
Just like, fuck it, I'm a boss. I'm like especially chicks. Like I'm like a lady CEO, and I'm just gonna buy a fat rock, and I'll wear it on like my other hand or a different ring or whatever.
Definitively that's happening.
Yeah, fuck off, right? So no matter what your reason is, celebrating, not celebrating, just want to get a dope ring and a nice diamond. When you go to BlueNile.com, use the promo code KFC, you get $50 off your first purchase of $750. This includes loose diamonds. So you don't have to buy it on a certain setting or whatever. You can get your loose rocks. And as always, John, what do we want?
Nubile.
Nope. We want diamonds. We want 20 diamonds in a bag.
Yes.
And that is,
I do want that.
We appreciate all of our sponsors who send all of us, free stuff and gifts. But Blue Nile, Blue Nubile, we want 20 diamonds in a bag right now.
Please.
Please. Promo code KFC, get $50 off your $750 or more purchase. Every order is insured, ships for free, arrives in discreet packaging, so you won't know what's given away. You don't give away what's inside. Shop stress-free and find your forever piece. Go to BlueNile.com. Promo code KFC today.
Hey guys,
What's up?
What's
Annie?
going on?
how you doing?
Just tremendous. How are you?
Who's that?
Good.
Who's that pup?
I just got a little baby.
Oh,
He's so
really?
cute.
New?
He's a boy. Look at his little weenie.
Yeah, that's a tiny dick. That is a tiny
He's so
dick.
Cute. I know. It reminds me of my dad.
What's his name?
I don't know yet, but I got him from possibly the Mexican cartel, so maybe El Chapo.
Oh, I like that. Or like a Noriega, or you got to do something like a big name. What's his name?
Something
Escobar.
good.
Escobar's not Mexican.
Call him Escobar.
Escobar is good though,
Escobar's
but he's
Colombian.
not Mexican.
How do you go about almost maybe getting a dog from the cartel?
Craigslist.
Really?
I have 2 words for you, Craigslist.org. I went, the first dog I went to go get was, I don't think it was a real dog, and I was definitely about to get raped and murdered, hopefully murdered first, then raped.
If you got to pick an order, that's the better one.
I know, please be an angel. But so the guy, like, first of all, the pictures that he sent me of the dog were just like 2 pictures of the same dog that weren't like that much of a variation. Then when I texted him, he just sent the same pictures where I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting dogfished. and then I like show up and he's like, oh, I'll be there in an hour. And then the place was outside. It was a park. The address was a park, and it was getting darker and darker. And I was like,
God, Annie. The fact that you stuck around so you just waited out for an hour for a mysterious man to show up who might have a dog.
I brought my ninja stars.
We were just talking about ninja stars recently. You don't see them very often. Are you confident that you could actually do some damage with a ninja star?
I mean, if I was in middle school, I could probably like hurt myself. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's like I could not.
There's no. I think it was you and I were talking about it, right?
Yeah.
There's no way if I could take you. I just have fists. I don't need a weapon. I just have fists. You have a ninja star. I win that.
Yeah,
fight.
we were talking about ninja stars versus if you had a ninja star and I had nunchucks. Like who would win the fight?
Oh, the two things I have. Where are my nunchucks? Oh, my
You got
are
nunchucks too.
outside.
You got a whole artillery.
Yeah,
there,
you
huh?
have a Nerf
I
gun.
have, my podcast fans send me weapons. I have like nunchucks. I have all these swords here. Look,
My podcast fans send me weapons.
What?
I have swords.
What is that
and-
arm?
That's a fake arm from my mom used to work at an eBay drop-off store. And so she'd get all these like weird things and she would just like give us the worst Christmas presents ever, but it was just literal trash, like actual trash. And then I was doing I was headlining a weekend at the Punchline in Philadelphia. That's where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom threw a present on stage. She heckled me with a present and I opened it. It was long and I was like, oh my God, Mom, is this gonna be one of those like rubber sex fists? And then I opened it and it was that arm.
The rubber sex fist really is a like the moment that you're buying, I don't kink shame, but the moment you're buying a big fucking fist, I don't know.
Kink shame. I kink shame. Are you fucking kidding me? If you can fit that fist in, well, honestly, you know what? Actually, if you can fit that fist in you, I'm actually proud of you.
Yeah, like more
Anything's
power to you,
possible.
right? Yeah.
I think the fist.
Involved.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
The
You don't just
fist
do
is
that.
fine with me. It's the fucking like dragon tails they have now.
Yeah, when it's like a mythical creature
It's
or
just
an animal.
this big fucking purple thing. I'm speaking specifically about Adriana Chechik, and it's this fucking big like dragon tongue or whatever. It's all twisted and stuff like that. A fist at least is a straight fucking thing. It might be big, but it's straight. You don't have to wiggle it
Also,
in.
the dragon tongue, that's like bestiality. It's like a lot of
weird.
things are happening. that aren't
Especially,
cool.
honestly, you girls have it fucking made with the amount of normal, awesome sex toys you have. Just go with like, the new robot that's gonna just fucking.
I got my own right now. Maybe I should name him Peanut Butter. Oh my God.
What up, PB? What up, Skippy?
So cute.
That is a cute pup. So wait, I mean, back to the pup though. So he shows up like an hour late in the dark, and he
I
ends up.
left, dude. I was like, I'm out.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
doing this. So then I went to this next place and it was just this Mexican family that was just running like they were taking me over here, then they were taking other people over there. And then like the son would come out and be like, our next appointment's here. And I'm like, you're fucking lying. Cause now I want the dog. Cause I'm like, the next appointment can't get the dog.
Yeah, no way. Right.
And then I asked them, I was like, well, who are his parents and stuff? And they're like, oh, we don't know. I'm like, where's he from? And they're like, Mexico. And I'm like, oh my God. He's been like in a trunk like this.
Yeah. I mean, he's very well mannered for
adorable.
He looks
too.
like a doll. Like
He
it's not
probably
even.
drugged him.
I was gonna say, is he like alive?
Wait, did you like just get him? Like how long ago did we get him?
like today?
Monday.
Monday.
All
Okay.
right.
Monday.
That's pretty
Is
recent.
this Whitney Cummings inspired? I know you've been spending a lot of time at Whitneyland. Is her dog?
No, she's like, she's. I mean, she's not mad at me, but she wants, she's like one of the adopt don't shop or.
Well, you
That's
kind.
one
I
shot.
mean, I'm not. I guess yeah. I you go to a shelter. I know what she's talking about. But I feel like you're also taking this dog from like a Mexican warehouse and giving it a nice life. So
And I'm sorry.
Come
Is this going
on.
to be at a pound? This is not going to be at the dog pound.
yeah.
Also,
I wanna
like
shop. When I go shopping, I try on the clothes. I make sure they,
Yeah.
if you
they make my eyes pop.
if you typed in Craigslist.org and got anything from there, you rescued it.
Yeah. You're doing. You're a hero.
It was either
Thank you.
you were gonna get it, pick it up, or it was gonna go in the trash.
Thank you.
Be
so much.
it-
Wait, are you guys in Philly?
No, New York.
Oh, you are? Your pen hat. What is that?
Oh.
Oh, Penn. This happens a lot. Penn is the company who owns Barstool Sports now.
Oh my God.
and
We
and-
are.
do this
There is a
every
group of us
day?
in Philly. They we got.
I
a
know.
house.
I just heard that. Yeah.
So they're like in. I
You
think
got a
they're-
house? You guys
Yeah.
did forever, Fred? We're never not drinking jungle juice.
Yeah.
they all watch. Penn is a casino company, so they're all like gambling with our new sportsbook app. So we all rock the
That's
gear.
awesome.
Yeah.
Love-
Where in
love
Philly
some
are you
gambling.
from?
I'm from Cheltenham, right outside of Northeast Philly.
Okay, I did.
And then I went to.
I was. I lived outside. I lived in the burbs for a little bit by the King of Prussia Mall.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
I got caught sneaking out. There was this guy, Tim. My mom set me up with him when I was like 15 because we both had nipple rings. I don't know if she thought we were gonna like link
Wait,
them together
what?
or something.
You had a nipple ring when you were
Nipple ring
15?
was so cool.
and then your mom was
Well,
like,
when I was 14. Well, then she was like, "What am I gonna do? My daughter's a baby slut. What am I?" They weren't. They're just. I guess we'll lean in, you
Yeah,
know.
let's fuck.
So but I got caught. I used to tell my mom I was sleeping over my friend Kathleen's house, and I would stay over Tim's house in King of Prussia. And then my mom found out because she came to pick me up to get Christmas trees. She was like, "Surprise, we're getting the family Christmas tree." And Kathleen's mom was like, "I haven't seen that bitch in months."
Wait, what?
So then I
I've
got
never
them.
even heard of a guy having a nipple ring at that age. I know guys have nipple
Yeah, if
rings,
you're
but
a
like
14-year-old,
Oh,
or she's gonna be like,
he
he was
was
32.
I was gonna say he was 40. I'm just kidding. No, he was like 17.
Yeah,
I know. I always tell people, I always go like, "I lost my virginity when I was 4," and people go like, "Oh, I go, he was 3. Relax."
So you are out west right now though?
I am. I'm in LA.
Yeah. How long you been out there?
I've been here for like on and off since 2013.
All right, so a little
And I
while.
started comedy in New York.
You like
Lived
Philly?
in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I love Philly. I think Philly's great.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would live there again though, but
it's
maybe if you guys make it fun.
it's weird, man. It's real weird. I haven't spent a ton of time there. We did a show at Punchline last year, right? And I remember walking around after the show, and it was like it's like New York with the amount of homeless people, but there aren't the amount of regular people to drown out the homeless people. So it's just fucking bizarre where it's just like zombie land. Everyone's all perked out of their fucking mind. And one guy came up to me and asked for money. He goes, "Yo, bro." And this is late. It's after the show, so it was midnight. We were walking over to McGinn's, and this guy's like, "Yo, bro, can I have some money? I'm about to shit my pants." And I was like, "What is the money gonna do? What
You're still gonna have to
Wipe
shit
his
your
ass
pants.
with it. Use it as toilet paper.
I'm
Didn't
just
give a
gonna
fuck.
plug it, just fucking scrub into a little ball and just shove it up his ass."
You never know because honestly, Philly demeanor is so homeless, man. Anyway, like
Yeah.
I remember when the Eagles won. There was a video, the viral video of the guy who ate shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
But it's like we won.
I know.
You,
You should be doing the good things. Yeah.
Yeah, like oh my god.
That's Philly, but you should embrace it. There's so many people we know, bloggers here and fans that are like, no,
I love Philly.
yeah, like I would just lean into it, like your mom did with your nipple ring. Like I feel like they're always like, no, it's a misnomer or that's not, it's a stereotype. I would just be like, yeah, man, we're fucking scumbags and we're gonna beat you up if you ever
It's
come
the
here.
best. It's the best.
Yeah.
When I saw that Philly thing, I was so proud. I was nervous it was one of my brothers, but because my brother is like a Philly sports guy, but he lives in Boston. He works at Comcast. What is it?
Comcast Sportsnet.
Sportsnet. It's not. That's not the one he works for
Nesson?
now. NBC Sports.
NBC Sportsnet. Yes.
Yeah, he's like the Celtics guy, so it's so funny. I'm like, that's.
Oh
like
wow,
the-
that's tough. Are you into
I'm sure
sports
he would-
or are you just like Philly rep?
Yeah,
Philly
impress
guy?
my brothers
Yeah.
every once in a while.
How many? Do you have
Dad.
just brothers, no sister?
Twin brother, older brother. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
That's why I'm
like
cool.
you grow up with brothers and no sister, and you're gonna be different because of it. Like it's gonna have an impact, right?
Well, I was thinking about every girlfriend that I've ever had a problem with has sisters. They're
Mhm.
crazy.
Mm-hmm. Do
Girls are not supposed to like be raised with other girls.
Yeah,
Girls
that's
should
why
not
in
be around other
Connecticut they
girls,
don't let
period.
it. Connecticut they don't allow it to happen.
Yeah,
Anything more than what was it? Anything more in Connecticut? Anything more than 4 women in a house is considered a brothel. That's why there are no
Oh my
sorority houses in
God.
Connecticut.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
If you just like a normal girls and have 5 roommates that are girls, you're in a whorehouse.
The police
That is
forbid
the-
it.
Fucking best.
So smart. It's so smart. It's like we know
And
you're not
all the
actual whores,
periods
but
link up.
yeah.
You know why that happens is because the women are so innately competitive that your body competes with the other body to try to get the man to
Wow.
impregnate you.
Really?
Crazy.
Yes, dude.
That actually make the net like that's why you're all bitches to each other. It's just like you can't even help it.
Exactly. Well, it's competition and
Yeah. Well, I can't imagine
I'm
that
always
there's got to be
surprised by it.
there's got to be so much of that in comedy, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, there's a lot of like women complaining in comedy where you're like, you're not funny.
Yeah.
You're like,
well,
why was I on the lineup? And you're like,
because you're not good. Yeah, I was listening to you
literally,
and
yeah.
Whitney on Rogan for like 9 hours. I mean, that interview
I
like,
know,
just went
so
on and
long.
on, but I listened to all of it, so good job. But and I've heard you and Whitney talk about it multiple times with like Bonnie's documentary talking about it. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, women are funny, but there are some who aren't, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like weighing us down a little bit.
Well, it's just shut the fuck up. Why are you complaining? Like,
Yeah.
I choose woman last. Like, I'm always like, why am I not getting a thing? That would be the last thing I would ever go to. It's like,
Mhm.
why are you going to? But I don't know.
And if you notice, like the people who are getting it are never maybe I'm speaking for you, but it doesn't seem like you're competitive. It doesn't seem like you complain, and then you're the
No.
one who's up there. So it's like, put it together, girls.
Just like, why would we not want more girl? Like, we just want to laugh. It doesn't matter, and you get more attention as a girl because there's less of it.
Yeah. We talked to Eliza Schlesinger, who was like, I kind of like it because I stand out now because I'm like one of the funny girls, but honestly, I feel like that is, there's a stereotype there, but we started interviewing a lot of comics over the past couple of years, and like, there's also a lot of funny ones too, though. Like some of my favorite, funniest people that I rattle off the top of my head, usually a lot of girls are included. So
Can you believe it?
I mean, maybe it's top heavy.
What a twist!
Yeah.
What a twist!
Plot twist! You guys are fucking funny.
Well, here's the thing: we've honed our craft. We talk. My voice is this deep. People think I smoke cigarettes. I'm like, I just haven't stopped talking since I was able to talk. Like I've never. We have earthquakes out here all the time. I've never, and this sounds like a bit. I'm not joking. I've never felt an earthquake. I'm talking through every single one of them.
Shut up.
Every time. I
What are you
swear to
talking about,
God, people
guys?
are like, did you feel that? I'm like, again? Because I just think people are like into my story. I'm like, I'm
They were
fucking
shaking.
killing
They
it.
were laughing so much
honestly-
they were shaking.
I could see that happening to me. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. You
I'm
would
like,
never.
oh man, they're loving this.
I'm literally bringing the house down. This is fucking great.
Oh, once you let your mind go cocky, the universe immediately is like, and like that's why I think Curb Your Enthusiasm is so funny because it's always like that, boop, and that always happens. But no, it's fun being one of the only girls. It's fun.
As long as you're good.
I did.
It sucks.
I did. I wrote on a little bit. I worked on the new Borat that they just released, or they just released the
Borat 2, the
release date.
trailer. Yeah.
And
Meaning
and
what? Like
there's
you
one
like
other
wrote
woman
a
in
skit
it.
for
I
it?
do like consulting.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, I just like worked on it, like consulting.
Right.
You can't really talk about it.
Uh-huh.
But keep your secret. But I worked on Who Is America too, the Showtime show he did. But there's not that many girls, and we're like, look at each other. I was talking to this one girl in the writing room. We're both like, fucking good though.
Yeah, I mean,
Fun.
it's. I can understand. I feel like some of those things are either it can work against you if you're really not like talented or whatever, and then but if you make it, then it's like actually a great thing. So it's.
But also, like the girls that I end up in these rooms with have been like the only girl in the room. So then we're like very excited to see each other. We both kind of have the same
bond. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
you're in a girl super group now. How did that happen?
The Whitneyland
so
crew is
fun.
a fucking. You guys are scary. You're like a gang that I would
Dude.
not fuck with.
I'm gonna brand myself. I'm just gonna show up with my pussy like smelling like burning meat, and just like that's like Whitney, and she'll be like, ew. I'm gonna get a What Would Whitney Cummings do?
That has got to be a scene out there, huh? Like even forget about when she like actually like throws hosts a stand up night, but when
Yeah.
you're just chilling and it's just like. You, her, like Olivia Munn,
Where the
whoever else.
fuck did Olivia Munn come
How
from?
is she in the mix? What's happening? I'm like,
She's friends with. Listen, she's friends with Whitney. The first time I met her, I was over at Whitney's house. Whitney will be like, "Come over." David Spade always makes fun of her for this because she'll be like, "Come over." Like, I have swimsuits, and she'll just like give you these swimsuits, and they're all free from other places, so they're like weird swimsuits. They never fit right. They're like you always have like a labia hanging out, or like there's always like some nipple or something weird happening, and then. They just take pictures of you. Like I literally, her assistant, the
Benton?
comedian Benton,
Yeah.
did my face in this like horror makeup, and Whitney's like, wear this, stand like this. I'm like, she's like, post them tomorrow. I'm like, Jesus Christ. She's like Kris Jenner. I'm like, no, Whitney, no. I was like, I can't post this. So then I had to like Photoshop them all weird. I'm like, I'm not gonna just post these like crazy pictures of like my butt cheeks. I'm always like, are you sabotaging me or helping me?
So yeah, I mean, when you go there, is it with the intent of like business, or are you just going to like chill and hang out and drink and fuck around and stuff?
I think it's both. There's no drinking really. I mean, I don't drink.
You're sober, right? Yeah.
Whitney barely drinks. Yeah. Well, I mean,
So
I
you're
do.
not like partying. You're just hanging out.
I don't drink alcohol, and I don't, I consider myself sober other than ayahuasca, DMT,
Drugs.
mushrooms, weed, ketamine,
Heroin, fucking black tar heroin, whatever.
If you put Special K in front of me, I will enjoy it as
Whitney
my
does that shit like daily, right?
She's just out with it. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
my
she was
God.
just talking to Rogan, like, she has like, I think it's like a prescription.
No, it's
for
prescribed.
ketamine? Yeah.
Like, people
I
prescribe
didn't know
it
you could
now.
get K prescribed. I did not know
Dude,
that.
they give it to you in inhalers. I'm like, you mean like
like a asthma thing?
an inhaler?
Yeah.
I'm like it goes up your nose. But I'm like, yeah, it's always gone up your nose.
Yeah.
Like, I've been to raves, bitch. Come on.
So you're like the opposite of. We interviewed Tommy Lee yesterday, and he had said that he was sober, and then we started talking about it a little more, and he just doesn't do drugs. He's like, oh no, I still drink vodka all day, every day.
Saying you're sober, but that you drink a tumbler full of vodka to start the morning is it's a very funny statement. So you're sober, just do all the drugs.
I love it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
together,
people do
we
love
just make
drugs.
a regular person. I just think, listen, I like to do drugs and like hallucinogens and stuff. Things that expand me don't limit me.
Okay.
So as long as I feel like that. But drinking, it was like a nightmare. I like banged every busboy at every restaurant I ever worked at. It was like, it was getting insane. I have a joke about it. I'm like, como se dice, rock bottom.
See, that's also, I feel like when girls or women talk about
Everyone's so scared. It's
You
even
can't
got
say
to
anything.
You. It even got to you guys.
Like
I thought you were
female?
untouched.
they like when they're like alcoholic stories are always like, I just fucked everybody. But guys, we're lucky. When we drink too much, we just can't fuck. So ours is like, I killed a kid in a DUI.
Oh, you'll still try to ram it in there. I can't tell you how many drunk noodle dicks have tried to come on over to my cup of soup.
To me, I feel like there's nothing worse for me than if you're trying to make it happen. Like I just want to I'm like putting my pants back on to signal like no, and it's not your fault, and it's not because you're not hot, blah blah blah. But the only thing worse than that is like you trying to get me hard. It's like now that noodle dick is in your mouth, and we're all uncomfortable.
Yeah, like
No,
a
it's
cat.
flopping
like,
around. Yeah, it's a disaster.
I actually was on a walk. I was doing a walk. I might have talked about this on Morgan, but I was on a walk. I try to walk like 5 miles a day. And I had like my fanny pack on. I look like shit. And this like car comes up and beeps. And I like look over. And it's just this Mexican dude like jerking off, but his dick's not hard. So it's like flopping around. And I'm like, oh my God. Like I'm flattered yet insulted.
Yeah. And then you bought a dog from him like 2 weeks later.
And then I took his, but he drove off and then he had a baby seat in the back. I was like, oh my God.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
I mean, look, I'm not gonna tell you I'm a guy who hasn't fucking pulled pud in the car before, but I didn't get someone's attention before I did it.
He made sure I saw it. Like that was his thing.
I think ultimately though, flattered. He ain't doing that to everybody.
Listen, it will go away one day. I'm very conscious
Yeah.
of the fact that there's an attention that I get now that will go away one day, and I'll go, fuck, I really wish.
When are you? Well, so
I could
on
get
that note,
I really wish I could get sexually harassed right now.
Yeah, nobody even tries to.
you're gonna be like a.
Oh my God.
Nobody even wapes me anymore. I always like I can't shut up about getting. I'm like I was molested. I was like I was hot. I've been hot my whole life. Like, it's gonna be so hard for me. Like maybe I'll get nursing home.
People have wanted to fuck me since I was 5. It happened. Yeah, there's gonna be. You're
I
gonna be
hope I
like.
peak when I'm older.
You'll be 50 and you'll be walking the streets with like some young girl or some old Mexican guy walk by and you'll be like, ladies, there was a time when that guy would have took his flaccid dick out and cherish those moments, girls, cherish them.
All of a sudden, his dick gets hard, and I go, "Oh my God, you're into old ladies."
Yeah, it wasn't my fault after all.
Oh my God.
God damn it.
Yeah, but it's just so like, who fucking knows?
So wait,
But as far as the,
you have this window for attention. So when are you starting your OnlyFans?
I won't do it. I'm not a sex worker. I'm funny.
Well, then you can tell jokes on your OnlyFans.
I will
Honestly,
tell you, this,
you should do that.
Every nude I've ever sent is like funny, just in case it leaks.
Yeah,
I've always
smart.
made them funny.
Smart.
Which like guys are probably like, this is so annoying. Why is there bread
Give me an example. Like I
Okay,
have a fucking
like
clown nose
Funyun-
on or something.
Funyun nipple rings. No, it's food. It's like food
Okay.
nude. So like Funyun nipple rings. I did like breadsticks on my ass, not in my ass. That's too much.
Come on, I'm
like
classy.
butter sauce on one cheek. Like shit like that.
Yeah,
You're like Costanza. You're very food based.
yeah,
huh?
very the sensual meats.
I'm a prop comic.
Okay, well then, I mean, everything you just described. If you don't think there is an insane OnlyFans market for that, food-based Annie nudes, I mean,
I just don't want to. My boobs got leaked once on the internet. They didn't go viral, and now I just have a bad taste in my mouth.
so that's a shot to the ego.
I was like, I thought I was like had planned for that my whole life, you know. Like I was like,
This is
how am
my
I gonna
moment.
handle it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get PR, you know.
Right.
Like,
I'm gonna be crying on the news or
Were
something.
they
you know?
like leaked or hacked? Was it someone you'd sent them to?
no,
Posted?
it was my podcast producer just fucked up. I flash him as a joke because I don't pay him, so I'm like, does this count as a Me Too if you're not getting paid? And then he's a volunteer, and then he blurs them out.
Right.
But he put the wrong one up, and it was on Thanksgiving, and I got like all these DMs of guys being like, "You got to pay your producer. This is why you pay your producer."
He wouldn't have made that mistake if he was getting $10 an hour.
But they're on Pornhub, and I don't want you guys to look at them.
Deal.
So upsetting. Don't look at them. But I was so mad. I was like, I was livid. I was like so upset, and I was like, "Oh no, like, fuck," you know. And then I went and I looked, and they were like, it was a good angle, and I was like, nice. Like, like kind of best case scenario. I'm not a sex worker, but the goods are out there.
Yeah, like Captain America, Chris Evans had his dick leak, and it was like awesome, and everyone was like, "That's cool, man! Like you got a great dick." Like what? There was no
everyone
bad.
was like, "Good for you, Chris."
Yeah,
It's so funny.
You're all of a sudden you're a hero because you were popping your dick out of the bottom of your shorts like a weirdo.
It's so funny. I never saw the picture.
You never saw the picture?
I don't care.
What do you don't care?
Come on,
I care.
Everybody wants to see somebody's dick.
You know how many dick pics that I get? It's like, I'm dick.
Well, not every
Well, I
dick
don't
is
want to
Chris
see
Evans's
every
dick.
dick, but I want to see Chris
They're never
Evans's.
good, by the way. They're never good. The best dick pic I ever got was a guy. He was like, all right, these are his legs and his feet. He was sitting like this, like almost Indian style, but his heels were together.
Like yoga pose,
And-
almost kind of like.
Yes, and
Yeah.
then his dick was like laying,
On his
and his
feet.
balls were like lying there. It was literally the most homosexual straight man attempt.
That's either
to
got to
get
be a
pussy.
flexible dude or a big dick.
I mean, that dude's a fucking yoga master or yogi.
It
whatever.
was like, yeah, you're like, oh god, I can't wait to get pretzel fucked by the DM guy. So
So
nasty.
you just constantly unsolicited dick pics like all day long on
I
on
do,
social
and
media?
I like, I talk about them and joke about them and stuff. So I think people
Gives you
feel a little more-
material, yeah, and then they, you know.
I don't
you're encouraging.
understand the idea behind it. Of like a completely unsolicited, like to a stranger, like here's my dick. I have an OnlyFans account. We've talked about this, and the people on it nonstop just ask you for pictures of your dick. That's all they
What
want.
do you do on your OnlyFans?
We started it as kind of a joke.
No, wait.
Oh, I don't.
We don't
post.
perform. He just like looks at chicks.
Yeah. No.
So you suck each other's dicks on the OnlyFans?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. we have also discussed. I mean, we have enough of a weirdo fan base that I think we could get subscribers to a performing OnlyFans if we wanted to.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for that path yet. At some point in my life, that will be something.
Don't you want to see? You don't want to see his jizz like on the edge of your.
Oh.
Wait,
much more
why would I take Kevin's jizz?
I don't know. You have a mustache, bro. It's like, what's it there for?
I'm coming on your face,
Flavor
dude.
saver, baby.
I'm coming all over
Flavor
you bitch boy, you beta bitch. We know who the
Like,
alpha
if,
is
if
now.
if I grow my mustache out, you guys should be very happy. I'm coming for it.
What's your number to be
It's
a
like
sex worker?
pigtails.
Everybody has a number. How much money a month would
No
you have to
way,
make?
no number. I believe in myself. I'm funny.
Why do you believe in yourself?
Okay.
I just know how funny I am.
That's I like. I just. That's like someone just. It's a world I don't understand. Someone
Self-confidence,
who like,
yeah.
believes in themselves. Like, oh
It
no, I have
took a
confidence.
while. It took a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It took so much Special K. I mean, to get here.
Did
to
you
where
have a
it is.
moment though in your career? Was it like when you sold out a certain like level of room, or like you made an appearance on Rogan, or like something that where you're like, fuck, all right, I'm good, I made it. Like I know that I'm good at this.
I think, probably it's right now. I'm just killing so hard.
This
that
moment.
I can't. It was when I said, "Don't you want to see his jizz on the edge?"
And now I can't stop twisting it subconsciously.
It's
dude.
all
I
downhill
know.
from here.
You get it. It
Eddie.
would be like Elmer's glue.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Oh, I got
But
mustache.
No, I mean, doing Rogan does feel very good. It's a nice
Yeah.
thing, but I think it's just I do like the challenge of people like last minute asking me to do things, and I like showing up and being funny and stuff like that. And I had like some good advice. That was secondhand advice from David Tell, but it's like just if you're just always funny, like just always be funny.
Well, yeah,
Answer-
that's super.
That's
It's
good
like, hey,
advice,
just
yeah.
like always be, awesome at basketball, and you'll be a professional. Yeah, it's
But
like
think
not.
about think about like how many comics are like complaining about like who you should vote for. And stuff like that.
I
They're
see
like-
what you mean. Like just focus
they're
on
like- and they're
being
not even being
comedic.
like
Yeah,
funny
right,
about
right.
it.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah, I mean, if you care about it, fine, but like make me laugh while you're doing it. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
come
crazy
on,
to see how many
come
people have
on.
just totally
get
abandoned.
really serious
Yeah.
and But I don't know. I guess second Rogan probably felt good. The
I
one
love
with
that
Whitney-
clip. I saw a follow-up video where you were talking about how Rogan doesn't get your jokes. The Third Reich
Oh
one.
yeah, the first one. Yeah.
The Third Reich joke was like fucking, like
Well, he
brilliant on the
backed
spot.
me into a wall, dude. I was like, he was like, so you're a Nazi sympathizer, pretty much, and I was like,
no, you just didn't get the joke, bro.
but it was funny. We're a lot closer than we were then too. So, and he was very high. But I was like, oh my god, now he gets my joke. But he'll give me like a want. I'm like, time out. You can't. I could. When I wanted to do Rogan, I was a little nervous, but I just said to myself, like, just make sure you're just honest about how you feel. Like, just be honest.
Yeah,
just be what
real.
you are.
Right.
Because whenever you're not real, it's like ends up being so fucked up. But so I just, when he wasn't laughing at my jokes, there was a moment, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, why
That's
are you
fucking
laughing
funny,
at my
pal.
jokes?
Yeah.
You just
I'm
stopped the
like,
whole show.
I timed him out. I go, did you just want my joke in front of fucking millions of people?
So now you're doing
But
your own
we love
podcast.
Rogan.
How long have you doing Me Inspiration?
I'm on my 40 something episode, so not too long.
Oh, you're a baby.
Relatively new, yeah.
yeah,
How's that
still
going? Is it just
new.
you?
It's me, but I have guests and
Right,
stuff
right,
sometimes. So I'm
right.
trying not to do the Zoom stuff. You see how much I interrupt. It's hard to Zoom.
It's impossible to Zoom. But
You're actually pretty good at it.
yeah, you're actually very good.
The
but
people
it
who
is-
don't interrupt, I feel like my favorite interviews are like when I'm talking over you and you're talking over me, because that's like how conversations go. And you jump in and you're like, oh wait, that
Yeah.
happened to me. I hate when it's just like question answer, and I feel like this often leads to that.
I know when it's like disrespectful to the audience. I like that.
Yeah,
it's like the
right.
audience is like,
When
"We're
I-
here, it's loud."
when I have people complaining, like you talked over the guest, I'm like, you're fucking right, I did, because we're just chopping it up and like shooting the shit. But yeah, I mean so yeah, it's probably tough to be like relatively starting the podcast and then pandemic hits, but whatever. Fuck.
It's cool. Like I have little Esther on a lot. You know Esther Pavitsky? She's so funny. She's like one of my best friends for forever, and we already had our girl falling out, so we're cool.
Wow, how'd that happen?
That happened like years ago. We had 3 years off.
No,
you have to have one
What
of those.
happened? What was it over?
It was nothing. It was like we had a friend in common who was like, you should hide in the bathroom and surprise her. We were new friends.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, she'll love that. And I was like, okay. So I like popped out and she was like, I hate surprises. Like, who does that? And then I was like, all right, fuck you. I didn't know you hated
You had
surprises.
a actual falling out.
3-year
because
fallout over that?
Girls are fucking insane.
It wasn't a second where it's like, yeah, your friend told me to do it. Like, my bad. I didn't realize you had a thing.
So who was more? Were you mad? Like she was mad at you for that, and then you were like, "Fuck off," or you were mad
it was
back?
just like, I
This is
think it
fascinating.
just had to happen. It was like in the beginning,
That's
the
crazy.
friendship, and it was like, dealing with egos and stuff like that. And now we kind of just are always trying to alpha each other, and that's kind of like what we do.
See,
sounds super
I
helpful.
feel like guys don't ever have that falling out. I might have to sneeze.
Look at the light.
No,
Look
I
at
think
the
we're
light.
good. Okay, guys don't ever have that falling out because we just deal with it. Like, I have
I was
friends.
gonna say, as he sneezes, quick, put your dick in his mouth. Now's your time. Strike.
But we just we kind of just don't I just kind of just swallow it. I have friends who I've had for 12 to 15 years who I don't even like
you said
a
swallow,
little
right?
bit.
I couldn't believe you didn't jump in there.
What?
You said you just swallow it.
Like,
Yeah. But I don't even like them at all, even like a little bit. Like I enjoy nothing of their company. I enjoy nothing about their personality, and I still hang out with them all the time, regularly.
well, that's a you problem.
I know. I think it's a guy problem.
Yeah,
I think
I would rather just kind of put up with that than have to have a falling out or a big discussion.
Yeah.
or something like that.
It was
By
like,
regularly,
we
I
were
mean like
talking
every few
shit on
years.
each other. It was fun. We broke up, and then we're like talking shit on each other, and then we just came back together, and it's like, oops.
Was there a moment
I-
of reuniting? You
We
were.
saw each other again, and I was like, hey, and then I was like, I heard you were talking shit on me. She's like, I heard you were talking shit on me, and I was like, okay.
What's up, bitch? High
Boom,
five.
we're
Yeah.
back.
That kind of
But
is
I'm just
guy-esque.
I'm over that shit. I don't get in fights with girls anymore. Like whenever girls come with me, that I'm just like, oh, you're not in my life. Bye.
See
Like
ya.
I don't have that.
Well, it's also
Open
easy
communication.
easier when you're successful too, and you do have good people around you. It's like I don't need to put up with your shit,
I know. I have Whitney, so back up. But it is fun to hang out with. After I said that hanging out with girls can be troublesome, it actually is so fun too. When it works, it's so good.
It's just
I
rare.
think all of us are really nervous because we're like, ugh.
Well,
like,
I saw
Olivia,
Whitney
you better not be a
and
bitch.
Nikki Glazer talking about how like they would mute each other on Instagram.
I would never do that.
Like Nikki
I
was
think
like,
it's so
if
weird.
you're like so hot, like you looked really hot that day, I'm gonna mute you or hide whatever so that I can't see you because it like makes me feel insecure about myself. And Whitney was like,
I
oh my
think
god,
I'm
totally
pretty.
me too. And I was like, what the fuck's going on?
I think I'm pretty. I feel fine about how I look, so I don't care.
I like
But,
that. It's crazy to me that girls can't admit that. Like it's
I
just
think
a
you
fucking
just have
fact
to grow
that you're
out
pretty.
of it. You just get shit on when you're young, and you just like internalize it, and you think you're
Yeah.
ugly. Like I definitely looked exactly like the middle handsome brother in middle school when they were like very popular. It's not. I got called like horrible, and you internalize it. And my parents were like very not like they were very like if people were like she's pretty like wait till her nose grows, they'd always be like ooh, kind of like roasty.
Yeah.
And so this is my favorite thing my dad's ever said. I was on vacation with them like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, something like that. And I gained weight. And I was diving off of the dock. And my dad goes, look, everybody, it's Greg Weight Gaines. Except Greg Weight Gaines, the diver. It's so good.
Weight Gaines.
So you're
As
fat.
I'm diving.
You're
Yeah,
fat
I'm
and
fat
have
shamed by my
AIDS,
dad.
huh?
Yeah.
Like, that's
Yeah,
tough.
it's like I'm a fat AIDS person, one of those AIDS people that eats their emotions, I pull off my lesion and I eat it.
Oh.
Annie and Magic Johnson, the only two people that put on weight with AIDS.
Listen, we're the top, we're the 1%.
Girls like flying through the air, about to hit the water. Like, what did you just say? What? Vicious.
I was laughing so hard in the water when I hit the water. It's just if it's in a joke, it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was fat shamed as a child, so you can't.
Fat
really
shamed and
fool me.
molested is a double whammy. And now, that's how you become a comic. I saw a tweet go viral
I
the other
always
day.
say yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I always say. I forgot I have ADD. Go ahead.
I saw a tweet. I think it was an OnlyFans girl. She said something like, I was ugly when I was a kid, so I had to be funny so people liked me. And then I got hot in my 20s, and that's how I'm perfect now. I was like, yeah, that's the
my
recipe.
God.
That's probably, the best case
Unsubscribe.
scenario. Get a personality and then get funny. Or then get hot.
I just I guess I just thought I was ugly for long enough, and then I was like, oh, I'm just like, no matter what, whether people think I'm pretty or not, it's like I just am the I'm ever going to be now, so I may as well enjoy it.
Fuck yeah.
Like what am I going to be like? Oh, I'm old and ugly, and then in 10 years, I'm
When
like,
you're
oh, no,
actually
I'm
old and ugly. Yeah.
I'm old and ugly.
All right, we're going to play a game called Answer the Internet here. It's usually like a separate video,
Okay.
but because of COVID, we're just going to roll it into the podcast. So these are questions from all over the internet, our podcasts and Reddit and all sorts of shit. Let's start with, would you rather always feel sticky or always feel itchy?
Sticky. Reminds me of middle school.
I knew where that was going to go.
Yeah, I know. Like itchy sucks. You don't want to be just like ugh all the time.
Yeah, I feel like
You
sticky.
just deal with it.
Sticky, I feel like is almost when you're moving around, you would feel sticky. When you're just sitting and you're itchy, you know what I mean? Like if you laid down and you were
not
covered
good.
in some sticky shit, but you were just laying there, I think you'd be like, you wouldn't feel it.
Yeah,
But
no,
itching is.
I get
always-
that.
Yeah.
We
do that.
Sticky's another person's problem.
Yeah,
and
right.
Itchy's your problem.
Right, that's a good way to
Yeah,
put it.
but
and I'm
what if like
selfish,
my
self-fucker.
legs are sticking together? What if I'm sticking to seats?
That does suck.
Sticking to seats
You
is
would
tough.
have to wear pants. Don't be bottomless while you're in your car.
Yeah, leather. That's why I hate leather seats
Well,
and all.
I was bottomless when I pulled up alongside you the other day on the road.
I know. Oh my God. And how is your baby doing?
So you don't drink now, but rewind a little bit of
But I
time.
did, if you want to ask me questions.
Would you rather be permanently hungover or never be able to drink again?
Never be able to drink again, obviously.
Yeah.
You guys, you don't miss hangovers. I'm telling you, I can't. I look at people with hangovers and I laugh in their face. I laugh at them.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh at
It's like you just did this
I
to
just-
yourself.
Yeah, you just did it to yourself, but also just keep drinking.
But yeah,
That was Tommy Lee's advice yesterday. He's like, these fucking people, they sit there and they're crippled and they eat their aspirin and they eat their weird foods. It's like, just keep drinking. Yep.
There's one way out.
Yep.
That's exactly what I said to Tommy Lee too. I was like, people are always like, "Oh, why don't we have a cure for hangovers yet?" We do. It's
called
a
alcohol.
fucking beer. It's a drink. Like,
Yeah.
and you don't have to keep drinking the rest of the day.
Just hair of
But
the
just
dog.
like 1 in the morning, you will
Takes the edge
fucking
off.
stave you off a little bit.
100%.
What's the weirdest thing you've said to a person in the middle of sex, or the weirdest thing that you've heard said to you? I'd have to imagine you said some weird shit.
Like, is my dad mad at me? There's a lot of like, wait, is my dad mad at me? I'm always like,
and he's like, no, we're good. Keep going.
Yeah. My dad's like, oh, you're fine, honey. Weirdest thing said to me during sex. Well, I had one like, week-long affair with this guy once, and he was like really tall. He was very tall. This is how he got me. We were at a party. He was a mutual friend. He was like 6'8", but his face looked like Garfield. It was like ugly face, but like very tall. And I know.
Was he like an athlete or anything, or just a normal person who's 6'8"?
No, he was just
That's the worst. If you're 6'8" and you don't play basketball,
that means you didn't learn how to walk till you were 12.
Yeah, you're just a freak and uncoordinated one.
He wasn't great, but we were waiting for our Ubers, and I said something like, I made some joke like, well, sometimes you just want to get, choke till you're purple or something. And he clotheslined me onto the hood of a car. And I was like, okay, I'll cancel my Uber. And it was just like at the right time. I was in that phase of life, Yeah. And
be careful what you
but
ask
so
for.
we would have really crazy, like very violent, crazy sex. That was fine. It was consensual. But in the middle of it, he would be like, hey, and I'm like, ew, don't.
No.
The only time you should be saying,
call me bitch.
The only time you should be saying hey during this is if I've literally, my eyes have rolled back and I've stopped breathing and you're like, hey, wake up, shaking me like that was like the worst one. I was like, oh God. One time I was at a gynecologist. And when he was in the middle of doing the exam, first of all, he stuck his finger in my ass, which has never happened in an exam ever.
By like accident, or he was?
I don't know what was going on.
I feel like you're supposed to be a fucking expert.
Sticks his finger in my ass, and then he like pulls it out. And he goes, "Wait, are you Tim Letterman's sister?" Which is my brother, and I'm like, "Yes."
What?
Why?
Highly inappropriate.
And he goes, "I just realized, like you said, you were a comedian. I saw your last name." He goes, my son was in the same frat as your brother, and I party with them." And I was like,
what?
I guess you party with me. I guess you party with me too. Your fucking fingers on my ass.
I was gonna say, I love that obviously gets it from the last name, but it feels like he like feels your asshole. And he's like, wait a minute, is this Tim Letterman?
Timing of it
I
was
felt the asshole
so
just like
beautiful.
this. Does it run in the family? That is, I think that guy.
I'm going to use that
like
excuse from now on forever. Like, look, gynecologists don't even know which hole's which. It wasn't a mistake.
Listen,
It's a big mistake, man. That is not how it's supposed to go.
I was on all fours. He did it doggy style. Is that weird?
Do you believe someone if they say they don't know their number?
Yes.
Do you believe that?
I definitely do not know my number.
Of course.
I think.
Who knows their number? What kind of fucking prude?
If
does
you
that?
know your number, you're a fucking weirdo.
Right. Well, I don't think it's
You're a
necessarily
loser.
weirdo. I think it's just that you haven't fucked a lot of people.
Or just like, but like you're so
Oh my
into it that
God,
you're like,
you're
I got to
doing
be able
so
to brag
good.
about this, and like, I want to know how many people it is so I can tell my friends. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I've known since I hit like 5.
I was gonna say, when do you lose count?
Like probably 5.
Dude, college. I'm like drunk. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, it
I was like blacked out my whole fucking. I honestly feel like I should be 5 years younger because I blacked out for 5 years. I'm like, I should
That
just
didn't
be
even
able
count.
to claim it.
You should. You should just say you're 5 years younger. Who's gonna stop you?
But the anxiety, because I quit drinking when I was 25, so it's like I'm glad I did it early because the anxiety. I was a waitress in Santa Fe in the small town. And it's like you're like, do I know you? Like everyone
I
that says
might
hi,
have
you're like,
fucked you.
ah.
Yeah.
Like,
Your
fuck
finger's
you,
been in my
like,
ass. I
cowgirl.
don't even know.
Yeah, I know. Are you my gynecologist? Are you my brother's frat brother's dad?
Who parties with you for some reason? Like,
here's a question. I don't think we could ask many of our guests this, but I get the impression we could let it fly with you. Can you dump someone whose parents both have cancer?
Yes.
That was a quick and cold-blooded answer, Annie.
Do you let them know like that's why?
That's so funny if that's your reason for breaking up with them. Is that's actually your gangster and you respect yourself. That's like such codependent shit to not take care of yourself, dude. It's gotta be you first.
But look, I don't have this. I don't have it in me to deal with 2 cancer parents right now. Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm like playing a fantasy role, but also just speaking honestly as me. If someone close in my life, they have to be my girlfriend. If someone in my life has both their parents gets cancer,
you're too much.
You're out, man. You got a lot of drama you're bringing to the table.
Would you give it like, all right, I want to break up, but like, let me give it like a couple more months to see if things. You would just be like, whenever you're done, you're done.
They don't have that many months. They need that time to spend with their parents. I don't want to take away from their time. If parents are dying. I just listen. I had a boyfriend. I remember it was his birthday. He was a rollerblader. He was a rollerblader.
What do you mean he was a rollerblader? Like professionally?
does
That was
it?
his thing. That was his thing. I used to do a joke on stage where I go, I'm dating a rollerblader. Everyone would erupt into laughter. I'd be like, guys, I didn't even tell a joke.
That's just a statement
I
of
just
fact.
said what he does. That's what he loves to do. I'm like, imagine here. I'm like afraid I'm going to find him in the back, like hanging from the ceiling, you know, his rollerblade still spinning, the wheels still spinning. You're like, oh no.
If you're dating a rollerblader, I think like your bigger fear should be to find him in the back sucking a dick.
I mean, I wish he was that type of rollerblader. I mean, it was just, he wasn't even the cool gay kind. He was just straight. I was like, what are you doing? Get a skateboard.
You want to rollerblade
So-
then fuck a pussy? Gross, dude.
His 30th birthday, his mom flew out here from Jersey. We went to Disneyland, grown-ups, no kids. I mean, if you're over 7, you're too old for Disneyland. Sorry.
I can't believe you
it's
did that.
not acceptable.
I feel like
You
you would
gotta
be
be
like,
special needs.
fuck no, I'm not going.
I was just, it had been like 3 years with this guy. I was like, oh, I want to break up with him so bad. And we're walking through Disneyland. I hate it so much. And I was like, I'm just going to make sure that I don't remember this day. I was like making sure nothing crazy happened. Like just, you know, I was like, I'm going to dump him and this is going to be done. And then I take a bite of a turkey leg and my phone blows up and everyone's like, Robin Williams killed himself. And I was like, no.
I will forever remember this.
I remember thinking that day, I was like, can I dump a guy on his birthday when his mom's in town and we're at Disneyland? Like, I just want
And
to
Robin
so
Williams
bad.
died
Like,
on top of it.
and fucking Robin. I'm
So-
like, I should be like, this is too hard for me. I never met him, but it's still too hard
Did
for me.
you do it? Did you dump him?
I broke up with him. No, so much later. I stayed with him forever.
It's
I just-
crazy
I
how
never
much
will do that
people you'll
again.
stay in a relationship when you're like, this sucks. I don't want to be here, and you just do it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I was like, he's nice. I was telling my guy friend, I'm like, but he's so nice. And my friend was like, you know, that's the base for what a boyfriend
Yeah,
is
that's
supposed to
like that
be.
should just be humans you associate with. You don't have to like fucking love those ones in return.
Yeah, it's so funny. But you know, you learn everything.
Couple more here. Would you date someone knowing that all of their exes are dead?
Yeah.
But you don't know how they died.
Like, what if he murdered all of them? She's like, yeah. Then double.
And I'm
yeah.
like, I'm getting a wop. Like, get the mop and bucket. I guess not. I like a little tragedy, but you know what? I've dated a lot of guys who have dead dads, and that was fun for a while. And then I realized it was. I'm like, I would like a father-in-law. I would like a guy to say the magic words. Annie, meet my dad. I'm like, oh my God.
How do you think you just attract guys with dead dads, or do you seek out guys with dead dads?
I think I have a masculine energy, like a paternal, like they think I'm gonna like.
Guys, I want to fuck my father figure.
So you fuck guys with daddy issues. It's not girls, it's the guys who have daddy issues. Wow. You are truly calling her daddy. That's wild.
Oh, Annie, my dad ran out for cigarettes 10 years ago. Annie's clearly been smoking that long, so well,
I know.
fuck her.
I fucked your
Sounds
dad
like
too.
my
I fucked your dad.
All right,
Your dad bought me cigarettes.
Last one. In the afterlife, you can only hang out with people who died the same way that you died. How would you choose to die? Joe. For those listening at home, Annie choked her neck and jerked off. She did the autoerotic asphyxiation, the international sign for autoerotic asphyxiation.
You'd be hanging out with a kid from my high school.
You got a friend who died that way?
Yo, I was a senior. He was a freshman. He didn't show up for class. I went to a boarding school. He didn't show up for class, so the housemaster went into his room, and he was hanging on the back of the door.
Dick out and everything?
Yeah. And then it was a Catholic school, so fucked up, we wouldn't even give him a funeral because he killed himself.
Oh my God.
But all right, so that guy would be there.
That's
But
a true story. We shipped him back to Washington for his funeral.
His little dick was hanging out. They put a little communion on
Catholic
it.
church.
One of those little tips.
The Catholic Church
goes-
is so fun.
Oh,
They
bro.
did- instead of shutting his eyes, they just pulled his pants, his little like fly over his. Oh my God, his dingling.
They sent him back. The belt was still around his neck. Just throw him in a fucking box.
Fuck out of the house of God.
God damn, man.
Oh my God, that just made me think of something so crazy. What if? What if?
Go on.
They sold David Carradine's belt? Do you think people would buy it?
Oh, I guarantee that. David Carradine, the guy from Legend of Kung Fu, the old guy, he died.
I don't know him.
He was like the other guy who jerked off.
Him and my friend.
Him and you. Your buddy, Robin Williams. Robin Williams was doing that, or he just hung himself?
I just assume when people hang themselves, they're
jerking.
Because at the end, when you
might as well.
Might as well see, like, what was this all about the whole time?
Just at the very end, you just go like, maybe this will
go out with a
change
little
things.
bang, you know?
Well, I always say if I ever commit suicide, which I won't because I'm way too nosy, I'm like so curious about what's going to happen in the world. But if I were to kill myself, I think my suicide note would say, I was jerking off. And then you just like let them figure it out. Like, what? What do you mean? First of all, she's a girl. I didn't think that works for girls.
All
right.
I
have one of the fists. I have one of those tails hanging out, the dragon tail.
I love
Dragon
it.
Ball Z, bitch.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You are promoting what? The Showtime, the Comedy Store docuseries?
Showtime Comedy Store documentary. It's going to be awesome. I'm in the 4th episode. It's the cutest one. I'm in all of them like a little bit, but my special segment is there. That's when they talk about me and Rogan and like kind of the current state of the Comedy Store, but it's really awesome. I loved doing it.
And then you got Me Inspiration as the podcast.
Yep, that comes out on Fridays. I also do early access and Q&As on my Patreon, which is just Patreon Annie Lederman. And then YouTube Annie Lederman is where I put all my stuff up to. And my Instagram.
Awesome.
Look at you.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thanks,
Great
Andy.
stuff.
That's fucking
You guys,
awesome.
it was so fun. We'll party. We'll eat some shit off the ground in Philly one day.
Talk to you soon.
See you later.
Bye.
All right, look at his dick. Stay out on the little penis.
Bye, penis. All right, big shout out to Annie Lederman, who I think kidnapped a dog. I think she did. Sounds a little weird.
It's a cute dog.
No, she rescued that dog.
Yeah,
she's not giving herself credit for the rescue. She for sure rescued that dog.
100%. She was
like,
talking
that
about
dog
how, like,
was not going to live a happy life.
Whitney was like upset with her. I'm like,
No.
no, that she rescued that dog.
That dog was going to be in the sewer if it wasn't for her. And you know, just a real Philly broad, you know. She DM'd me after the interview and was like, "That was a lot of fun. I'd love to come back." Which I think is like she's on her way. She's doing like big things, and you know, she just came from Rogan and done him multiple times, and she's hanging out with Whitney and like doing major things. So getting the like actual like, hey, that was a good time for you. Is always, I think we're doing good these days. Yeah. So check out Annie's podcast, Me Inspiration, and check for her to be back on the show soon. Next, let's get into it with Kaz and Lowkey from Say Less with Kaz and Lowkey. They're kind of like the Black KFC in Heidelberg, you know?
Oh, is that what they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, in a way, I think they kind of are. They both have like their distinct personalities and both have their distinct strengths. And they're, you know, it's a funny story. You know who Funk Master Flex is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Trent thought that Kaz was Funk Flex. And he goes to me, he texted me, he's like, let me get the exact wording, because he was a little apprehensive about it because of exactly how it all played out. I got a good laugh out of it. He goes, who'd you guys interview today? I thought I saw you guys walking with Funk Flex, or was that just a black guy with a mask on? Like, B, bubbling B on the Scantron there, Trent. So yeah, he thought Kaz was Funk Flex. But we get together with these guys, and Kaz, like I said, is just a good buddy at this point. A really genuinely nice cat who's super talented, and he has a lot of connections. When you sort of talk to Kaz about everything he's done, it's like Jay-Z and LeBron and rappers and entertainers and businessmen and comics. It's like, oh shit, I don't know. He's always posting pictures on Instagram. It's like, oh, there's like Kaz with Beyonce and like crazy shit. So good dude, and even better, even better at this whole game that we do. And so when I sit down with him and now Lowkey, I want to crack open a Miller Lite, because that's what I do with my buddies. That's what I do with my friends. We can always have a Miller Lite with anybody during an interview. Professional reasons, sure. But when it's a close friend, a real friend, and you're drinking a Miller Lite, great taste, less filling, it's that much better. And
I'm wearing my socks.
You got your Miller Lite socks on?
Yeah.
I did notice you got my hat back.
I did not get your hat back.
Oh, well, there's two.
Yeah, I don't know where that hat came from.
Oh. You could have gone with that.
I could have, but I like to be honest.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised you weren't just like, you're goddamn right I did. So when you get your Miller Lite out, what you want to do too is you want to watch some football, right? And what if you don't have football? What if you don't have a streaming service? What if you don't have the package? You get the Cantenna.
Cantenna, baby.
You get the Cantenna. It's a functioning antenna attached to a can of beer, hence the Cantenna, that you can actually plug into your computer, into your phone, into your TV. It took me a while to arrive on that. Plug into the TV, and you can actually watch some football. It's a cool promotional product, as they were trolling all sorts of NFL fans, but you actually can use it, and more importantly, you can enter the Miller Lite Cantenna sweepstakes to watch some high-definition football with your friends. Go to MillerLiteCantenna.com, and you can see instructions for the prizes and the restrictions. The deal ends on October 12th. So this is the last episode before this is wrapping up. So get it in now. Go to MillerLiteCantenna.com. Must be legal resident of the 50 U.S. states. 21 years or older. Cantennas are only available. I'm going to get this. No problem. There will be no screw-ups.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. Because NE is the one that gets me, but I know that is Nebraska. I'm not going to say New England. Colorado, D.C., Florida, Idaho, Louisiana, Mississippi, Nebraska, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, South Carolina, South Dakota, and Wisconsin. I can't believe I still almost said New England.
I can't believe you said new.
I can't believe it. And then I also said I almost said San Diego instead of South Dakota. I do that one every time. Colorado, D.C., Florida, Idaho, Louisiana, Mississippi, Nebraska, Nevada, New York, North Carolina, South Dakota, Wisconsin. Void where prohibited. See official rules at MillerLiteCantenna.com for entry instructions, prizes, and restrictions. No purchase necessary. Must be 21 or older. And void in you're not in those states. We got the return of one of my favorite people in the industry, Kaz and Lowkey. Say less with Kaz in person, which I appreciate, man.
Of course,
it's been. I hate doing the fucking Zoom and the computer, man. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but it sucks.
Yeah, man. Definitely, like with the beginning of Say Less with Kaz and Lowkey, like everything was Zoom. So as soon as they were like, "Yo, do you want to do Zoom or come in person?" I'm like, "Fuck it, we'll come in person."
Yeah, like the city is like, "Fuck it, let me just."
People say that
let me
like,
get into a
it's
studio.
easier to get like big guests.
Yeah.
The Zoom.
Yeah.
Which is, and I guess it is, but you have no fucking chemistry. Like there's no give or take.
There's always like the talk over, like
And then I feel like I blew my shot. Like I wish that we waited and we got that big guest later when it would have been good. I don't know. It's a whole
But the
thing.
window, like if the window's there, then fucking take
You gotta
it.
take
Gotta
it.
take it.
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of say that about the entire show, right? Like you guys probably had a whole plan to roll out Say Less, and then it's like throw that one out the fucking window.
I mean, how
Yeah,
did it unfold like that?
kind of, because like I obviously after Flagrant 2, I was like, all right, I'm gonna kind of do my own thing and kind of like roll it out in the way that like feels like more authentic to me, and like have somebody that's like a really close friend. And I was like, all right, I had a lot of favors that I got to cash in and get guests on, and then it was like.
Everything
shuts down. You know what I mean? Like it was like literally right after All-Star Weekend. I'm feeling good. Like everything's like kind of coming together, and then it was like no more sports. I was like, all right, now what? So
MJ and the Bulls and Last Dance saved you for a minute there. That was a couple episodes early.
You were an early guest on the show.
Yeah,
so,
we were talking that like episode like 3 or some shit of that series. That was like. That saved the sports world for a minute.
Last Dance held us all collectively together for like a couple of weeks.
Like we had something to discuss. We were on Twitter, shooting the shit about it. Then it ended, and it's like, fuck. Like
now
back
what?
to now what? I'll just watch it again.
Joe
the
Exotic,
best piece
like
of producing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, for sure.
Was when it was like, was it? MJ was like, I'm not gonna say who was in the room or anything like that. And then he cuts to Carmen Electra, and she goes, "Oh yeah, Michael Jordan." I was like, that's 10 out of 10.
They knew it.
It was the best thing because like Michael Jordan's such like a tent pole for like so many pop culture moments, and then it was like even if you had no idea what the Bulls or the Last Dance was about, like I know Carmen Electra, I know Justin Timberlake, I know Nas, I know.
You know what is
Bill
crazy
Jackson.
though? I didn't realize. I mean, I guess I'm just getting old, man. But like the amount of people who I thought were old enough or in tune enough to know about like MJ and the Bulls being like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know this. I never saw that. I'm like, holy shit. I mean, I guess so. It's been, 25.
We're up there. Yeah, we're watching
Like,
that.
we're talking 25, whatever years. And it's like, Oh shit, you guys!
But it's interesting to watch the kids that didn't have any idea about who the Bulls were or how much they meant to now actually catch up and be like, holy shit, like this is way deeper than we thought it was. Like,
you think it changed people's minds? You think it like?
I think it did because like
you think there were LeBron stans who were like he's the GOAT who then watched that and were like, well, let me reconsider.
Man, I almost think it was Kobe and LeBron because like you know that whole like sort of decade where you know. The NBA didn't really have like a tentpole superstar, right? Yeah. Like those like weird years when like the Pistons and the Spurs were like in the finals.
Yeah.
And shit.
By the way, it is crazy that like we don't say that about Tim Duncan. Like, he is that dude on the court, but off the court he didn't have enough.
It's like he didn't sell shoes.
There was nothing there, so I was like, all right.
I mean, now he's that dude.
Yeah.
Now he's got fucking dreads and he fucking kickboxes.
Like, he wears
where were you during this? Where was this?
Yeah. Imagine that Tim Duncan with Dennis Rodman. Man, those two together would have been.
He's a 7-foot guy who kickboxes now. Like, why couldn't you do that during your career?
I hope he takes over for Pop. Like when Pop eventually like I think either him or like Becky Hammond. Like I think that's like the eventual.
I think they want it to be Becky.
Yeah,
I think that's.
I mean, she's gonna get a job. Yeah, like I would say I give it less than 2 years.
You think so? Wow.
Definitely. But like, I was saying, you know, like I think you know the Last Dance really helped because you know. We grew up in the Kobe and LeBron generation. Like you were either one of those guys, and MJ was so much of this like mythical. Like he was to a lot of people like younger than us. He's just a symbol. Yeah. He's the guy in the shoes. Like, you don't really.
He's a crying meme.
He's the meme. You know what I mean? Like you don't even really know that this guy like had a whole life. You just kind of see him in these like flashy highlights,
right?
And you don't really see the whole thing. So that whole documentary was just like great to bring it all together.
Could you imagine though? The original idea was to do like every other night of the finals, right? So on off nights of the finals, that doc would have been on. Could you imagine like right now? Like if all this LeBron shit's happening, and then every night we're doing MJ too. Yeah. Like it was obviously very cool the way it was released.
Yeah.
But it was very cool that we bullied ESPN.
Yo, that was the most
like we need this shit now. They were like,
put it out, you fucking pussy. Like, all right, fine.
You know that there was some marketing director who had
bullying works.
Sometimes social media bullying works for the good.
There was someone who had a whole plan and worked like months on it to get that deal, and they're like, no,
just take it.
But you know, it probably worked out even better because it's like nobody's going anywhere. Like this is, I feel like appointment television doesn't even really exist anymore.
No, yeah, we said that. Like that was the, you know, after Game of Thrones ended, I feel like we were saying that there might not be another like week to week on that level. You know, you have to watch, and then it was that for like 6 weeks or whatever.
Shit was like Roots for sports fans. Like that ass. Like every night I'm sitting here watching, like yo,
knowing we know the outcome of all this shit, but
we already know. We're still like,
I need to know the story.
How's he gonna get through?
Like, we know he won 6. We know that shit.
We had Roots in my house growing up, and I don't know why. We had like
really?
Set, yeah, and I remember, yeah, I swear to God, man, I never watched it, but it scared me. I was like, what is this thing? I was a little kid, and I was just like, now, like growing up, then I kind of looking back on it, I was like, what the fuck did we have Roots?
Because it's important, kid. It's important for the people listening at Barstool.
It's detrimental to the
we all should have Roots, okay? That's the problem. So how did this come about? How'd you guys link up?
Oh my God, I've known
you guys known him forever, right?
Yeah, I've known him. What we known each other about
12, 13 years, man. Like
it's rare, by the way, to have someone like that long in your life now. I feel like
I know
so much in and out, especially with like in work and the business, to have someone that long. You know?
Yeah, we've known each other in the industry for a minute, and we've traveled together. You know, did Do Straight Palooza together. And long story short, he called me up one day. He was like, "Yo, you want to be on a podcast?" I'm like, "I'm really not. I don't want to say nothing crazy. You know, I work with Apple, so it's like if I say something dumb, I'm gone." He's like, "Nah, it's not gonna be like that. We just talk sports. We shoot the shit, tell stories about our past." I was like, "All right, fuck it. First episode up.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, that's how it starts. I'm trying to give him a little morsel.
So like the first episode in, we're talking about like Beyonce, and I'm like, come on, like this is how we're gonna introduce me to the show. But it's been good. It's been fun. You know, he's opened my eyes to a lot of different shit, and a lot of people, you know, just complimenting us, hitting us on Twitter, like we love this shit. Like this is a genuine conversation.
Then you get that rush too, though. Then you know, you start off worried and like a little apprehensive, and then it starts to click. I remember when I first started, I told everybody I was writing for a sports blog, and I mean, you know, I write about sports 1 out of every 10 blogs, right? And I just remember 20, 30. At this point,
I'm like writing. Who does that?
Right, we used to write back in the day. But I remember at a like a family fucking event. I remember my dad. He was standing next to me, and he just kind of leaned in and was like, this isn't a sports blog. It's like, I don't know what you just read, but
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
probably some shit where he was like, oh, okay, it's like that. But yeah, man, I mean, you can tell there's such a difference. We started out like professionally, but by now, you know, it feels like we're
Of course.
like family. So, and there's such a difference in the combo.
Yeah,
You know, I can have a good
yeah.
conversation with anybody, but there's always that extra level.
Like,
where
I
it's
doubt you guys coming with like a bunch of notes. Like, we got to hit this.
Yeah,
we gotta
yeah,
hit
yeah.
that, we gotta
Literally,
hit that, like,
nada.
nothing.
and if we ever do, I'm like, yo, okay. Like the other day we tried to do this. It was like 2 stories about people who got fired, and I was like, oh, we'll do like this segment about employment, like
Right,
Yeah.
right.
out the fucking window.
Right.
As
They
soon as
always
we
go off
start.
the rails.
Like,
Like,
even the
yeah,
Beyonce
always.
conversation, I hit him up. I'm like, yo, we're gonna talk about how Beyonce fans are like a cult. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
what the-
What?
what?
It's like, that's what it was.
I don't
They
wanna
are, by
do
the
this.
way.
They are.
I know
That's
yeah,
unbelievable.
And
It
again,
started with,
I
like-
don't want to fuck with them, so please.
No, but once
Yeah,
he
no,
I-
brought me
all
into
good.
the conversation of like where he was trying to go, I'm like, oh, okay, I get
get
that.
it.
But it's like if you say the one thing you say will take that moment and just
That's
be like,
it.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
the one thing I'm
We live in the
afraid of.
headline generation. You know how it goes, man. People
absolutely.
barely read past it. So if you, the first thing you see is like Beyonce fans are cold. What?
Yeah,
And then you're
they're
like,
gonna watch it. They're
you're
gonna,
like, oh,
That's-
okay,
I get it,
I
I get
see
it.
what they're trying to say.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
That's
but-
the best part of Twitter now. Where Twitter like is like, did you read the story?
Yeah.
or you just read the headline.
Twitter,
Like,
I'm
okay.
like slowly but surely like trying to wean myself off of Twitter just because
yeah?
like there's no room
Smart.
for any sort of nuance on
No.
any sort of conversation.
But I also just like embrace that. Then I'm just like, fuck it.
yeah, I mean,
Because,
listen,
because
So
I also
certain
can't.
days, certain days it's like, yo, I need the fuckery. Certain days,
Yeah,
certain days I
absolutely.
need the bullshit. But the
Yeah.
other days it's like, all right, enough. I
Yeah.
can't. Every,
It also depends on the topic too.
yeah,
you know?
definitely depends on the topic.
You know,
Like, if
I can do the clickbait headline arguing when it's sports or some bullshit. Obviously,
Yeah.
the past year has been some stuff where you need
It's been
nuance.
too
and
heavy.
It's like
Yeah. It's
this,
been
ain't-
such a-
this is not the right place.
No,
Yeah.
no.
You know?
Like if we're talking about like how they just need to fire Adam Gase and it's like
Which-
Bro, let's go all in.
I
I'm
mean,
all in on there. But like,
you
once
don't
it
need
gets
any
to
more
the
than a
world-
headline. You don't
No,
need any more
man.
nuance than
No,
that,
man.
dude.
Of
Yeah.
course
Fucking
not.
crazy that
Of
he
course
hasn't been
not.
fired, man.
Yo,
Forget about getting fired. We're still talking guru and offensive genius and shit. Using titles like that. Offensive. I mean,
I got beef with Peyton Manning, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
God
I don't know.
damn.
I don't know who the fuck I gotta talk to about that shit. But like, I mean, listen. Granted, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. I'm not a Brady fan, so I'll always put Manning above him. Whatever.
Right.
Yes, I said it. Yes, I said F Brady on Barstool. Yes, I said that shit. But now I feel like
you know he threw 5 touchdown passes this weekend, right?
that's
5.
not important. It's
5.
semantics.
Kaz,
Yo,
he
hit the
threw
semantics.
5
Okay.
this weekend.
The crazy thing is his girl is a huge Tom Brady
Huge.
fan.
Yeah?
Huge.
My
No.
fiance,
Oh
my
my
fiance.
God.
She from up there?
Yo, I thought
Tom
even
Brady.
Giselle. I was
No,
like, yeah, of course she does.
She only loves Tom Brady because I can't stand him. That's just one of those.
And I've
But-
seen the
but
argument.
the more
so, oh my God,
Does she and
hilarious.
she knows her shit, or
she knows her shit. She knows her shit. Like, she's in the
Yeah,
sport.
she knows he threw 5 this weekend.
Exactly. Like, you know, first half, like anybody who saw me on Twitter, I tweeted a picture of like Hakeem Olajuwon in the Raptors
first
jersey.
half, when Tommy,
and
watch
Patrick
out.
Ewing in the Magic jersey.
This
I'm
kid
like,
made the same mistake.
Oh,
In, what,
here it
50,
comes.
was it 52?
And then-
well, the first half of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was-
and then that
I remember
second
that,
half,
dude.
I'm like,
that Super Bowl, I was talking to Big Cat, another guy here, and I was like, I know they're going to come back in some way, shape, or form. I really didn't think they were going to win, but I was like, either they come back and win, and I'm miserable anyway.
Yeah.
And if I start talking shit and people are clowning me for it, I'm gonna be miserable no matter what. So I'm gonna start talking
lean
shit
in.
now and
Right,
run up the
lean in.
score.
Right.
Because if they do win, if the Falcons do pull it off, then I've been talking shit since the second quarter. And if they lose, I'm miserable, period. So I might as well do it. So I started running my mouth. The one that went wild, it was when Lady Gaga, you know what? Remember she did the performance, she jumped off the roof to start?
Yes,
And I
yes.
wrote like Pats fans right now jumping off the roof. I went like super viral and I was like, yeah, like let's go. And then,
I
then
mean,
that was
yeah,
me at
like-
the end jumping.
All that being said, like, I mean, I can respect Tom Brady as like a great football player, probably the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
Of
but,
all
like,
time, Kaz.
whatever,
Kaz, say it.
whatever.
Of all
Listen,
time.
my New
Of all
Yorkness
time.
will not allow me to come and give him that title. Okay, like,
I mean, I'm a
can
Giants
respect
fan.
the man.
I can give it to him.
Yeah, well,
You can.
I'm so sick of Giants fans, man. I got a guy here. I do a Mets podcast with. He's Mets Giants. I'm like, that doesn't work. You're Yankees Jets,
yeah,
right?
Yankees, Jets, Knicks.
I call you guys gypsies. You can't be trusted. Anybody who mixes and matches, fuck you guys. So I got this guy. He's a Mets fan and he's all miserable with me. And then he flips the script to the Giants. Granted, shit has not been going for them the past couple years.
well,
But when
0-4,
it,
yeah,
but when
we're
it
not,
comes
yeah.
to the Patriots, they're always like, oh, I don't mind them. Like, of course you don't mind them. Why would you mind them?
I don't mind the Patriots. I don't mind Tom Brady, of course. Like, but we have that those 2 Super Bowls.
Must be
over them,
nice,
so
Lo.
it's very
Must be
nice.
nice.
Fucking nice.
Very nice. But it's
Are
shitty
you a
right
baseball
now.
fan at all?
Nah,
yeah.
I don't touch it.
Yeah, we're black. We don't watch baseball.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I fuck with the Yankees though all day. Every day.
I went to a Yankees game like for the first time last year, but other than that,
that's the beauty of being a Yankees fan though. Like you literally
Yeah, you
do
can be
not
a
have
fucking
to
front
watch
runner.
until
You're a fucking
October.
bandwagon.
Right. I mean, as soon as the playoffs are like, oh, they're in. Oh, great. I can watch that. All right, Giancarlo and whoever. Like I don't know.
Aaron Judge, you tall ass bitch.
Yes.
But yeah, so back. I mean, Peyton Manning, the one time he decides to ever open up his mouth about
my
Jets
gosh.
fucking business, all of a sudden, yeah, and like Adam Gase didn't do a fucking thing for Peyton Manning. Nobody coaches Peyton Manning.
So
you know what I mean?
I watch your show every week.
The goddamn Jets.
The goddamn Jets every week, and you speak so high, like you speak for me. You speak for
that's
all
what I try to
Jets
do.
fans like me. And Peyton Manning, like I don't understand like who in charge. So like, oh, that's the secret to Peyton Manning.
Right.
Let's get him.
Exactly.
Like,
It's
have
Adam
you not
fucking
seen him
Gase.
call 1,000,000 fucking audibles throughout
Yeah.
every career?
He never listens to
like,
coaches.
He doesn't look. All right, coach. Yeah, we're running that play. Omaha. Like everyone in the world knows we're not doing what coach said we're gonna do. Right. So I don't know, but
I mean, Tannehill was his other guy.
Yeah. Look at him. Like as soon as
Tannehill's
he gets
gotten way
Robbie,
better.
Robbie
Robbie
Anderson is
Anderson's
thriving
cooking.
in Carolina. It's like, do we see the fucking theme here, man?
And he got Le'Veon Bell, who at one point was like the most electric offensive player
Now he's just
in
good.
football.
I could take a nap watching Le'Veon Bell run.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
god! And I love Le'Veon, dude. That's my guy. But yo, what?
I could take a nap.
It pains me every time I see it, man. I swear. But
Yo, so with Say Less, I love the barbershop setup, man.
Appreciate that, man.
That's
Shout
a
out my
very
guy
cool
Vic.
look. Yeah, so how does that? You guys, it's like it's a real functioning barbershop.
Yeah, it's a
It's
real.
not a set.
It's
an
a
actual
real
barbershop.
functioning barbershop.
Actual
Shout out my
barbershop.
boy Vic out of Cliffside Park. Lions Den is the name of the barbershop. You can always pull up there on Anderson Avenue. But yeah,
It's like a man's cave.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's screens all over the place.
It's
There's a
very
bar
cool.
there.
And you go in like after hours or like
Usually after hours, but like we have, we got free reign to the place. You know what I'm saying? And like that's my guy. And sometimes we'll go in there looking to Rusties, so he'll be like, "Hey, before you turn the cameras on, I wish I had him today."
That's
before
an
I came
all-time
in.
finesse
He told
right
me
there.
One day I walked in before him. He was like, "Yo, you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." He's like, "You look like shit." I'm like, "What's up, Vic? Like, nice to see you too." He's like, "Sit in the fucking chair." So he lines me up, and I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I was looking like shit."
Yeah, we got a girl. The girl who cuts our hair is one of our sponsors as well, and she'll flat out text us like, "Okay, you need a haircut."
Yeah.
Like, nice, really.
You'll
like
literally
a subtle
be
way
like-
of saying you look like a bag of shit.
He's like, "Yo, I'm never letting you get on camera looking like that ever again."
Right,
But
right.
it's a real functioning barbershop, and it kind of lends itself to the nature of the conversation.
absolutely.
Right? Like it's you know how I roll. Like I'm not like the super duper sports analyst, but I want people to kind of like just have a free flowing
Nobody wants
conversation.
the super duper sports.
Yeah,
analyst
like
anymore,
there's
No
a
one is
million
that.
of
I can't
those.
believe
But, like,
anybody even
that-
ever liked
that
it,
was
but-
that was the thing I was afraid of because like I'm not the biggest sports guy and he is compared to me, but I'm a big music guy. So
Right.
we can go back and forth about that. So one day in the comments, this guy was like, "Clearly you don't know basketball." I'm like, "Yes, I say that every fucking show. I'm not the sports guy."
I
Like,
announce
y'all-
it loudly.
Like, I
I
let
don't know
y'all
what the fuck I'm
know.
talking about.
Yeah, like so, like whatever hot take I take, that's not coming from an actual point of like,
Basically,
Yeah.
every
He's-
opinion I
he's-
have, I start with, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and you know
like-
what? You lay the groundwork for that too. It's like you don't want anybody coming up like, "Well, sorry, no, actually, in third,
like, no,
in the third
motherfucker,
round
like,
of the."
nobody
You know what's funny too?
Nate Silver doesn't have a podcast.
Yeah, but that's what's funny, man. Is
Exactly.
like the whole point, the whole reason why sports is what it is because you can't really be a super duper analyst. You can know all the facts, all the numbers, all everything, and
That's
you
that's
blow the
big
28-3
dirty
lead or
secret.
whatever.
That's
you know?
the big dirty secret in this
Yeah.
entire world.
Nobody knows
None of us
shit.
know what the fuck we're
No.
talking about. Nobody.
In any
Like-
gig, I feel like surgeons are stepping up, being like,
Yes.
"Well, I don't think that's the
that's how you
tumor."
do it.
No,
Like,
gosh, Kyrie Irving had a great Instagram live this week, and he was talking about how like just the world of sports television and hot takes and all this type of stuff. It's like they aren't experts. Like
No.
they don't play the game. Like
No.
we play the game to a certain level, but like who am I to tell LeBron or Kyrie like, whoa, you should have passed him?
Yeah,
I don't
off.
fucking know, really.
Dude,
I
and
mean,
then,
like-
especially in the world of politics, when everyone gets mad at these people, I'm like, that girl makes $15 million a year. She'll tell you whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah, Trump's great. Whatever you're gonna say, as long as the check clears. These
As
people
long as
are
I'll
just
tell you
talking
anything.
they know
For that
exactly.
kind of money, I will literally say whatever you want.
I will lie to you right now.
Yeah,
50 million, yes.
absolutely.
My whole perspective on like sports analysts and takes changed once I read the story on Skip Bayless, and he said he doesn't check his mentions at all. He just checks his.
He follows
insights.
no people.
He follows no people. He just checks
So
his insights.
cocky.
Whatever spikes up, whatever gets good, bad, or indifferent. It's the Floyd Mayweather fucking strategy. It's like,
dude, that
you want to
wasn't-
see me beat up, or you want to see me beat somebody up. You all pay the same admission, so
Yeah.
you just get the most people. So
I
I'm just
like. I mean, I
get
respect
it.
that. Like, to a point.
Yeah.
You know, at some. I mean, whatever.
I mean, I could
You
never
know.
do it.
Yeah.
But I understood where he was coming from, and I
Yeah.
stopped. You know what I mean? Like these people that get so tight at, people like, oh, how do you say that? How did I? I'm like, dude, it's a show.
Yeah.
He is playing a character.
Character,
Like
yeah.
he is trying to poke the bear as much as he can.
Which
to
I
get a
again,
reaction.
I
He does
usually
very well.
when he took when he did like the depression shit with Dak, it was like, all right,
He took that a
we're
little
getting
too
a little
far.
too
Yeah,
far.
that
But
was-
if, as
that
long,
was-
within
that
the
was-
sports world, you want to talk about LeBron and MJ and all the shit he usually does, like go
Whatever.
ahead, man.
that Dak shit
And
was
if and there's
irresponsible.
a audience of people that love that and
Mm-hmm.
get into it, but like I could never see myself like writing, like those are like Yelp reviewers. Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're the worst people on the planet. Like, you're really sitting here and writing a Yelp that nobody's gonna read about a bad sandwich you ate. Like,
Right.
that's the exact kind of thing I say when you're going to say, "Oh, well, Skip, what do you know you're talking about?" Like, dude, I don't know what I'm talking about. Nobody does. Like,
man.
he's-
Nobody.
Jeez, come on. We all saw the Jalen Rose clip. What is it? Water Pistol Pete? Like we've seen it. Like
Yep.
what are we really doing here? What are we really doing?
I knew with Skip that I might have to take his opinions with a grain of salt when he said he eats Chinese food every night.
Oh my
He
god.
does? Said that every single night.
Every night.
Yo, but
Yeah,
he's
you
like
can't, I mean, I can't be trusted.
but he's low key
I
Jack
trust that man.
though. But he's
Yeah,
low
well,
key
he's
Jack
mad.
though. Like so like
He's
Yeah.
shredded.
Yeah,
Him
he's
and,
shredded.
He's high key, man.
Yeah.
Like, he's ripped.
Yeah.
he's got this
He eats
weird
Chinese food
like
every night.
like if you see his face, it looks a little like droopy, but like then like every once in a while he'll
Tight.
post like
Him
something
and,
from the neck down. I'm like, bro, like is he on the
But what does
gas?
that? What does
Like-
that menu look like if he does Chinese food every night? What does that mean? Like, what is that like? Is it
So
General
he has a
Tso's?
place-
Is it fried
He
wings?
lives in Connecticut, I
Right.
believe.
Yeah.
Him and Ernestin.
Yeah.
But he has an apartment in New York because they record here.
Yeah.
And he says he eats Chinese food at that apartment every night.
I mean, if you're gonna do every night, you got to do something
That's too much. That's too
Yeah,
much
even
Chinese
I
food.
could, even I can't. Like he calls me a medical marvel because all I eat is steak, chicken wings, and like burgers.
Bro,
and shit.
he's
And I
been this exact size
Been the
as
same size for
every
the last
year I've
12
known
years.
him. He eats nothing but like porterhouse steaks, drinks Jameson. Like if you remember, what
It's
movie
always
was-
that way. The people who live to 130, the
Yes,
people who are in good shape.
he's
like,
got
what
the
is-
Ozzy
what's the
Osbourne shit where it's
secret?
like, yo, he's gonna bite bats off and live till he's like 95
Bro,
years
all
old.
I do is drink water in the morning. I eat fruit, and I'll eat a steak here and there. I've kind of cut back on the red meat because I'm getting older, but it's like
It's
like,
working.
I don't know where it goes.
I don't
know
know.
if it goes in my head or whatever the case is, but I've been this same
Fucking
size
lucky,
pretty much.
man.
Yeah,
You-
my
you got-
metabolism is stupid, so it's
Yeah.
like
Must
fuck
be
it.
nice, bro.
But I still drink my
Must
water,
be
so I'm
nice.
good. It's not water, it's Jameson.
So you've been working for Apple for a while now, right?
About 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 years.
So music is your
Music
your
is
forte,
my forte,
right?
yeah,
Which I
yeah.
feel like works perfect. Like
For sure,
You know,
for
you-
sure. Like when Verzuz started really popping off, he really got
the
like
greatest. I think that's the greatest
yeah.
thing to like
yeah.
ever happen to hip hop. I
That-
thought that is what every argument and discussion I've ever had about rap.
Yeah.
It just came to life.
Yeah.
you
Well, and
know?
that and again, the timing of it was just perfect.
Perfect.
You know, Swizz and Timbo, not that like they timed it out, but it was just like, all right, this is what we can't go to concerts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can't do shows. So it's like, how else can we bring the live experience to
I think
to
that
the
I would
fans?
rather see that than a concert.
Oh,
to be
yes.
honest.
Oh, for sure.
I've never been a
I
huge
can stay on
concert
my
guy,
couch,
but-
I can drink,
Yes.
listen to my favorite music, have my girl next to me, and just chill.
Yeah.
That's a perfect night.
But that's-
we always say too, like white guys at concerts, it's weird. we don't know what to do.
I mean,
We
y'all
know
are
the
like
words.
90% of the
we
audience.
can't say half the words.
Yeah.
We can't dance.
But then you
So
guys
we're just
are,
like-
yeah, you guys are about 85 to 90% of the audience.
I know it's,
like-
it's never good. I remember I went
Yeah,
to.
don't listen to Chris Rock when he says get your Dr. Dre on. Like,
Nah,
I'm
no.
gonna tell you right now, just censor yourself. Don't
No,
Don't let the words slip.
We censor the words. We should be censoring the dance moves. You know, it's like the hitch. It's like I just stay right here, stay in the spot.
All you need is like a nice solid two-step.
Yeah.
Stay on beat.
Because
Once
it's
you're
awkward
good
if
with
you're
that,
not doing anything. If you're just like
Right.
standing there, then you look like a fucking sociopath.
Yeah, exactly,
If you try too
exactly.
hard, you look like an idiot. So yeah, just a little.
I
Back
go with a
and
nice
forth.
little head nod. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, nice little two-step maybe.
Uh-huh.
Like if there's something we're all doing, everybody say, hey, I'll do
Yo,
that.
so you know what's gonna be weird, by the way? Like we haven't really seen it yet, but when bars and shit come back, it's gonna be like when in like the rom-coms where you're like at the party and everyone's doing the same dance.
Yes.
Like that's gonna happen in real life because of TikTok and shit. We haven't seen it yet, but you're gonna be at a bar and like you know whatever song comes on, people are gonna be fucking doing the moves. And shit. Everybody doing the
I swear,
same
if I
moves.
see that shit, I'm literally walking out. It's like, bro, I've seen it enough for the past 8 months online every fucking morning. Now I got to watch it in a bar. Like, what are you even doing here?
Gonna happen, bro.
Why are you even?
At least again with the whites, it will happen with the whites.
No, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Once bars are open back up, please keep the TikTok dances only look good by yourself. I know what I know what you're gonna try and do. They're gonna be like, oh, this is the new thing now. You're gonna try and do the line dance.
Yes.
You're gonna try and have like 10 or 20 people doing it at the same time. I'm gonna tell you right now, before it happens, it's not gonna look good.
Nope.
Just
It's not gonna go how you think it is.
It's not
Just
gonna
let
go how
that
you
go.
think it's gonna go, man. Just stay two-step head nod.
It's the same thing as concerts. Concerts and
Let me tell you
TikTok.
what, we're gonna try anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna take that advice. I promise you.
You're right, and guess
like
what? We're
rhythm.
still gonna
Fuck it,
try.
we're gonna still do it. Rhythm. What's that?
What's that? Who has that?
What's your line? You always say you dance to the words of songs,
I
not
dance
the
to the
beat.
words. I know I'm supposed to dance to the beat. I cannot dance to the beat.
Wait, so you're dancing to the
Loki's out of
verses?
the
Like,
way.
I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, let
Yeah.
me explain this process. So you're dancing to the verses and the chorus and not the actual instrument.
100%, man.
So like you start spitting double time, and he starts dancing faster. And shit like that.
I know I'm supposed to be dancing to the beat. I just can't dance to
Were
the
you
beat.
taught that, or is that just some funny
It's just-
mechanism
it's
you
just
have?
white person
White
shit.
Yeah,
We're
like so
programmed
many
with it,
times
man.
I'll watch. I'm like, yo, what are you listening to? What are you trying to? What are you matching with? And then like an Eminem song come on, and I was like, I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing. Okay, I get it.
I fundamentally understand I am supposed to be dancing to the beat. You
can't do it?
And I just cannot do it. I just can't.
There's something in like our DNA. It's like we're programmed to like speak to the manager and dance to the words. That's just what's in our blood, man.
Oh my god,
We can't help it.
Yo, speak to the manager.
Oh, y'all
It's been a big speak to the manager year, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What's my whole thing with rap? I'm always like the old man yelling at the cloud. Can't stand new shit. They don't make them like they used to. The whole nine.
Get off the law. Get off my law.
But I
I'll
feel
be
like
surprised. Me and Kev have like very deep like rap debates. Like after like every like.
I do
verses.
surprise people with that. They're
He
not-
does,
they're
like,
not-
you know,
they're
I'm not gonna
ready for
lie.
that.
As long as I've known Kev, like, he was always very sports guys, but like, as the versus battles were popping up, I was like, yo, you know what I love to see? Like, Lloyd Banks versus. I'm like, where the fuck did this come? I'm like, word? I'm like, what you know? And then like, I'll see like, he'll, like, every once in a while, like, I'll see like an old picture of Kev with like a FUBU shirt on.
I never did FUBU. I had two rules. I never
was it?
did FUBU and I never did Mecca. Those
Okay,
are too much
okay,
for me.
all right.
I did FUBU.
Mecca,
I did FUBU. Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
Wait, how do you do football? But you're dancing to the words of the music. Like they don't go
Wait,
together.
Let me pull up. Let's pull up a high school picture of you.
Word, like,
Have you
they
ever
go
seen?
together.
You might have seen this already, but I'm gonna pull up for you. The high school Feidelberg is.
It's bad.
Oh my
You think if
God.
I
So
just
you know
even
Trill
Google-
Withers, you know Tyler I am.
Yes, yeah, true.
And-
That's my guy. Well, not my guy. I met through Kev, but yeah.
Tyler quote tweeted this picture and just went, I want to punch this picture in the fucking face.
Here it is. Look at my man.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
my God.
no.
This is
bad.
definitely
Bro,
You look
this
like
is
a grade A
definitely
douchebag, bro.
2004 Jay-Z.
That was a short necklace. It's a fucking
rope?
No, it's a 4-leaf clover that a cop cut off my neck.
Oh gosh!
Yo,
This,
and then
you
how about
fit
this?
so many descriptions right now.
God, you look like a lot of the kids I went to high school with.
Yo,
back in
Unrelated.
I see the-
Unrelated.
I see the
This is-
Jay-Z.
That's just a girl.
Oh my God!
She's
You guys
not
are
related to
Can
me
you
at
hold
all.
them like
Wait,
right
wait,
next
Not
to
a
each-
deep fake.
Wait,
Not
That's not your sister?
nope. That's just a random chick.
I don't know that girl.
And God bless her. Like, obviously, we get this picture and it goes
She's got-
super viral. And she's like, oh, fuck. Hey, this guy has more lookalikes and doppelgangers than anybody on the fucking planet. That poor girl, man.
It's like the Trevor Lawrence lookalike lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, like Kev is like a surprisingly like New York heavy like rap head.
The first CD I ever bought was Legal Drug Money, Lost Boys.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm in deep.
I was just listening to them the other day. Like that's one of my favorite groups.
Yeah, man. They're so underrated, man.
Mine was J-Lo on the 6.
That explains both of us very well.
The first album I ever bought.
It was J-Lo and Limp Bizkit. I bought them at the same time.
Mine was close. I used to remember. Everybody remembers like FYE, like For Your Entertainment, or whatever.
Yeah.
I got a coupon and I got to buy 3 CDs. And the 3 CDs I bought was Dr. Dre 2001, Weird Al Yankovic Amish Paradise, and I want to say Coolio CD. It was no. It was NSYNC, No Strings Attached.
Yeah, that's my guy. All right, so you can't talk.
Yes. No, I don't. Listen, I grew up in Staten Island. Like I know, I take every little sample of every place I grew up at. So I could mingle with the white folks and know Digital Get Down, JC Chazé.
Ahead of their time, by the way.
Yo,
Digital Get Down. They're talking about sexting and pictures and all that shit. Like way ahead of the game. Holy shit, dude.
Yo! If that shit came out right now, somebody's gonna do like a TikTok like challenge to that.
Yeah.
Shit
Don't
right
give
now.
them any fucking ideas.
I mean, I'm not mad at it, but nah, like I could always like kind of like touch everything. But yeah, like Kev would
Verzuz, it was my favorite shit ever. What was your what's your opinion of the whole
also
thing?
Lo does the cheat sheets for the Verzuz too. So like before
yeah.
every-
So break it all down.
I just did that just off the humble, and Apple came in and was like, "Yo, can we use these? Like, this is perfect for the show." And it actually does well for the artist's catalog because people are going back in and just listening to their shit.
Right.
But my favorite one was T-Pain and Lil Jon because T-Pain shouted me out.
Oh yeah, nice. There you go. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Bro, the best moment of that was when Lil Jon he started talking about vaccines, and he was like, "When they get a vaccine, I'm not gonna take it." And T-Pain was like, "Whoa, come on,
Like, we're not here for this. Like, come on.
We were going off the rails really
Reel
quick.
that shit back
I
in.
miss the era of Versus when everything went off the rails. Like,
Yeah,
the Sean Garrett and like the
agree.
Dream
That
ones
shit
when
was
like
fire.
he's like slobbering drunk, like trying to
Even
like.
just like the very first one on the phones, when
Yeah.
Swiss had to go out to his car. First of all, when you have to go to your car to get a better Wi-Fi connection, you're rich. But then like even when like Beanie Man did it and they were like together and it was almost like a mini concert. That was cool, but I'd rather it be a little like grimy.
I miss the charm of like rappers not knowing how to use Instagram.
Yeah, I mean that got old quick because it's like, all right, guys, I want to watch, I want to enjoy it, but like the first couple times they did it, it was just like, oh shit, like they're actually just on their phones holding the shit in the studio, talking shit to each other, and now it's like a full on production, and I like that too. I like that aspect, but it's getting a little bit just like predictable. And,
yes, you know what I want? I want an actual battle. It's all good. It's all love. It's like we're really just celebrating each other's catalogs.
Yeah.
I thought for a second when 50 got in the mix and they were talking T.I.
That
and
would
all
be something.
that there was
You see,
actually
that's-
some like bad blood.
Yeah.
Too close.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
50 play too much, man.
Yeah, no.
And it's too many
Like,
eyes for that kind of situation when he
Yeah.
would do and what he would say and what kind of
Absolutely.
And he's petty, and he doesn't like
Definitely.
Yeah, he doesn't like to lose. So
Right.
it's like it'll turn into something that.
Yeah, he's that guy like you're busting balls and he's like, well, yeah, I hope your mom gets cancer.
Yeah, and it's like,
all right.
We weren't taking it
Fun's
there.
over,
We don't joke
guys.
with you. This is exactly why we don't joke with you.
I mean, the funniest video in the history of the world is still that Floyd video.
Oh my!
Yo,
God.
what he did to Floyd, man.
If you can read one page of a Harry Potter book, was the
It's like that's the
funniest-
thing. It's like that. Like, he would say something like that during the battle. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, we weren't here for that.
Yeah.
Just stay on Instagram.
I do think though, like like an actual win or lose, like where it really matters to somebody if they win it. I think would be cool.
Yeah,
Because-
I mean, you know what? It started like that. Like
Yeah,
I feel
it's
like
not-
the
yeah,
first
it's not
couple
no-
episodes, like I think the Hit Boy Wonder one was the one that felt like the most competitive because like you could tell
You could tell they were not bad blood, but you could tell like they've
There's
been
pride on the
they're-
line.
Yeah, like
Well,
when you're
like,
producers,
when they
it's
were
like,
doing like Nelly and Ludacris, it's like you guys are too successful. You've
Extremely.
all sold 20+ million. It's like it
Right.
doesn't, it doesn't
Right.
matter. to
Luda,
somebody.
you're in Fast and Furious, bro.
yeah,
like,
exactly.
you're good.
Big
Like,
time
I don't
shit.
think you need this
You're,
right
you've
now.
done $1 million, $100 million movies. You win
Yeah.
diamond. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing that anybody's ego could get checked at. So it could
Yeah.
be a celebration. It could be fun.
Right.
But like I think that's the future of it. I feel like once hopefully when we get back to normal, like I think it'll turn into like some sort of like sound clash thing where like
I think it could go off into a festival festival because if you
Right.
if you bring
Gotta be
certain
dope.
artists on the road, that could turn into like so many different demographics. Like,
Yeah.
attend that shit. But yeah, festival.
Have they? I feel like they've like slowed down a little bit. Have they had one in a little while?
Yeah, what was the last one? Patty LaBelle and
Yeah, I mean,
last one
I was too white for that one. I was like, I got nothing here, you know.
Oh yeah, Patty LaBelle.
Listen, I think and was that
Gladys
like the
Knight.
same day as like the kickoff of the
There was
football
something.
Sunday?
Yeah. Because I remember.
I think
like,
it was week one of the NFL season.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I love you, Patty, but
Yeah.
I watched like maybe 30 minutes of it. Like I made a cheat sheet. I'm like, all right, here I did my due diligence. Like,
Dude, they all
enjoy it.
get like $500,000, right? It's like 500,000 people watching this.
I think Brandy and Monica had about 2 or 3 mil.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah, like 500, like concurrent. I meant. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Like it's
and the juice is worth the squeeze because if you look after every battle, like everybody's streams shoot up. So it's like,
Well,
dude.
it's a lot like The Last Dance too, like where
Yeah.
people learn. They're like, "Oh, I didn't know Luda had that many," you know. And even myself, like I know all these guys, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one, forgot about that one. Or it was cool. I like with the producers too, like RZA did some shit that I was like, I had no idea that was RZA.
and that's the beauty of like the cheat sheet because it's like I bring up songs that we all forgot about or we just forgot that they were on this album or we just haven't listened to in like 10 years. So it's fun to watch people rediscover the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the beautiful part.
So who would be who's your dream versus?
Oh.
Man,
impossible
mine
question.
still.
Yeah,
I've said this
that's
from the jump.
Probably
Pharrell versus
Carly Rae
Kanye.
Jepsen and Ashley Simpson.
No, listen, that would be good. I would fuck with that.
listen.
She drops "Call Me Maybe." She drops "Pieces of Me." That's like, you know. Do you lead with that? Do you use that as your finale? There's, you know, give me a cheat sheet on that, Lo.
I do want to keep verses, you know, a cultural thing as much as we can. But if I were to pick
He
two
said
cultural, yeah, like you know, like
In this bubble, keep it here.
this is our thing, guys. Let's keep it that way. But if I were to pick one to handle your point, I'd like to see Britney versus Christina. Like, I'd like to see that. Like, you know, I know.
Wow.
You was at the front of the Free Britney
I was
campaign.
gonna say when she
like-
gets emancipated, throw her on stage.
I
let
saw
her
that.
fuck around.
But my personal dream one would be Pharrell versus Kanye. Like, I think that's.
But see now here's
So
all right.
many
Here's the
hits.
question. All right, is it just producing or is it?
I think it's got to be
your
everything.
whole catalog.
I think that's what makes it special.
I feel like Luda and Nelly started that too, where they all of a sudden we were doing features and
Yeah.
things that you just put a verse on. It's like, well, if we're gonna do that,
Yeah.
it opens it up to a lot.
But
of
then,
shit.
all right. So then, do you include production from the Neptunes or just Pharrell? And then
I mean, you got
Kanye's-
to.
Yeah, I feel like
everything.
because also let's be honest.
Yeah, like Kanye
Chad is
wasn't-
not putting asses in the seats, whatever that dude's name was.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
I don't know.
I fuck with Chad Hugo all the way.
We fuck with the Neptunes, but it's
Yeah.
like we know the money breadwinner.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like Kanye was in the booth by himself too, making all these beats too. Like he had help.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
on certain
saying. Like,
records,
so like, does he play the ones that he only did, or does he play the ones that John Bryan helped him make?
Yeah.
Or all these other guys that helped him.
You know
make?
what
So
the
it's
craziest part of that would be is narrowing it down to 20.
Yes.
I mean, how do you pick?
You don't. I think
You
I-
can't have 20
No,
conversations.
You
like
need
you
like
got
200.
You can literally do 20 as an artist and 20 as a producer.
Yeah.
and make it
That's
like
what
a
I'm so
two-parter.
fascinated by it because like you can be the better rapper, producer, have the better catalog. You might lose if you don't like
Oh,
battle
for sure.
rate.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
if your sequencing isn't correct, then your night is.
What do you
done.
think like the if you had to just put a strategy to it, like you know, like I always say, stand-up comics always say you lead with your second best joke and you close with your best joke. Like,
Right.
would you come out with your number one hit? Do you save that for the end?
It just depends on what type of artist I am. It depends on who I'm battling, and it depends on if I'm going first or second.
Yeah.
So if I go first, I'm coming to knock your head off.
Absolutely.
Right? But if I go second, now I have to match your tempo.
Yeah.
And
I gotta
also,
follow
you
you.
got to get a GIF. If you don't get a
Yes,
GIF,
it's so true.
after-
Yes.
if we're not memeing you, like
Yes.
I don't remember shit about the Jadakiss Fab battle, but I remember Jadakiss
Like
doing
that.
the drunk Jada dance. I was like, he won. That's it.
I don't need no water. I'm a grown ass man.
And that's the thing. You gotta have charisma. You gotta have personality. Like Fab is not that a personal guy, so he was
Yeah.
just sitting there the whole time.
That was tough.
And then, but Jada was just in there having a great time,
Yeah.
drinking shit.
That's why I
I'm
liked,
like,
Snoop and
take
uh,
a shot, Fab. Like do
yeah,
something.
get
Like,
loose.
Get
Yeah.
loose with this shit.
Yeah, that's why Snoop and DMX was funny because it was
That
like
was- yeah, that was-
dancing
Yes,
and then
yes.
like
Then that was
the-
a celebration because
Snoop.
we all-
I mean,
yeah,
Snoop's
I
on.
mean,
And
He
that-
might be
and
unbeatable. I mean,
That's my
it's-
thing too. Like with Snoop and DMX, like you know, you got to know what songs you're playing. Like if Snoop really wanted to, you know, what I mean?
Yeah, he
Like,
took his foot off the
He
pedal.
took his
a
foot.
little bit
He
there.
wanted to
Playing
make it
some
more
No
of a
Limit
show,
shit and all that,
a celebration. But if Snoop really wants to put like his 20 best joints, it's like I love
over.
DMX.
because he
like,
played he
come
played
on.
a couple like personal favorites, and it's just like
Yes.
oh, okay, like and I respect that I like it, but
It's not what we're here for,
bro,
though. Primo did the same thing.
Yeah.
He played a couple things. And it was just like, let's.
It's like, come on,
me the
you're
real deal.
not playing to win.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So who would be the dream?
Hove and I would rather see Hove and Snoop.
Yeah, those are probably the only guys who go toe to toe with each other.
Hove and Snoop could really.
Jay-Z's crazy,
I think Hove.
man.
I think Hove and Drake is like. That's
he's not
Listen,
wrong, but
listen.
the vibe is not.
I know
there.
it's two different.
If we're doing
it's
hits
sorta
for
two
hits,
different
though.
audiences, like hit for hit. I don't think Drake. He's the cheat code for verses, bro. Like
I'm
you
with
can't-
Kaz.
You can't beat him in the verses.
I'm not
I don't know who
rolling.
can. Like
I'm
Hove
not
is the
rolling.
Hove is the
not like
only
Drake at all.
one.
No. I see. This is all right. See, now this is where the clips are gonna go viral.
The headlines, yeah. Low-key hates Drake.
I love Drake, but I feel that, like he said, he has a cheat code. You know, all his music is just all over the place. It's R&B, it's hip hop, it's
Appropriate
pop.
whatever you want.
Yeah, so he is a cheat code.
Yeah.
Hove is just.
But isn't that? I mean, that shouldn't be a negative.
It
No, it's
shouldn't.
not a
You know?
negative, but it's
So
like
he's versatile as fuck.
it's unfair in a versus battle because you know.
But that's my
Bro,
point,
I
though.
know,
That's
like,
why I'm
yo,
just like,
it's
come on, like-
playing LeBron 1-on-1. It's not fair.
yeah, like all right, bro. Nobody told him
I'm a
to not be
6'10" point
LeBron,
guard.
like not be
I
6'8".
I get it. It's just like Jay is my that's the epitome of
gold
greatness.
standard, yeah.
So people comparing him to Drake, it's like he's not there yet. I see it. I see where it's going to go. I see where it's going to end. But the story is not there yet. They put him too close to Jay.
Yeah.
It's just like ease up. Like take the foot off the pedal real quick. Drake has a lot more to do.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he doesn't have that bona fide classic album
Right.
like that.
I
No?
mean,
I don't
no.
think bona fide. If we're gonna call it close, Take Care.
Take care. I mean, take
Yeah.
care.
Take
I think he's
Care
got
is-
two, maybe three classics.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Two, maybe
See,
three
this-
classics. I got Take Care.
Okay.
I got Nothing Was the Same.
No.
I got Uncertain Days, So Far Gone. Two, maybe three.
So Far Gone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. But that's not bona fide. That was just.
I
one
also
that
feel like
set
some
the
of his best
standard.
shit was like mixtapes. Like I want
Yeah.
like a studio album that's like, you know, like here it is. This is my classic work.
That's
my
what,
magnum
That's
opus.
what I'm
my-
waiting
yeah,
for. That's
yeah, I
what's
feel
like.
you, I
This
feel you on
is
that.
the album that's gonna make or break my career.
But I also-
not even make or break. Just like yo, this is I've arrived as.
I
A
also
classic
feel like
artist.
it's kind of unfair because like his era is still kind of going. You know what I mean? And like, not saying like Hove is done or anything like that, but it's like, you know, we grew up
the
with
back
Hove. Like we
line,
know
yeah.
like Reason Without Blueprint, classics,
Yeah.
no question. You know what I'm
Black
saying?
Album,
But
yeah.
like, I feel like the older we get and the more we like separate ourselves like from the time of the drop, we can look back and be like, damn, Take Care was a moment. Damn,
But
Nothing Was
see,
the Same
like,
was a
but
moment.
see how fast you did that with Hove.
What
See
you
how
mean?
fast when you were like, yo, okay,
Bam, bam, bam.
close your eyes, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
We don't do that with him yet.
Because we're older. Like there's
We are
people.
washed.
There's people. Yeah, we washed, bro. Like,
Let me
I'm
just-
sorry.
let me
Wait,
just-
how old are you, man? 26. Okay, so like, what was the first Drake album you listened to? Or do you listen to Drake?
Yeah,
doesn't-
Nick might not be the guy.
Well,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like, he's a couple years younger than us.
Yeah.
And like, but that age group, Drake is gonna be their Hove. Like, they're not gonna know a time before Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like a lot of people don't know a time before Hove, where like you just immediately know. Like, yeah, like if I'm just getting into hip hop. Oh wow, what a great.
Well, you know what? Let me ask you this,
Let me just sit
because
back
that
in my
age
rocking
group,
chair.
where do you,
Okay,
where would
fine.
you put Lil Wayne on all this? Because that's who
Oh,
around
Wayne's-
these parts.
Wayne's
like
in my personal top three.
In
Yes.
Barstool for that age you're talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess maybe a little bit older. Like a lot of people here will be like, that's their Hove.
Yeah.
Wait, Wayne's in my top 5.
Would
Wayne,
do you
yeah.
think Wayne and Hove would be a battle?
Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to watch.
And I think you know what
That'd
it
be
is.
fun
I
to
think
watch.
with us, like the way we grew up, like we didn't necessarily use chart success and streaming
Yeah.
success as like, oh, okay, that's a banger.
That
Like,
conversation
there's-
drives his narrative.
Of course, and there's
And
like
that's-
certain
I don't-
songs.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, I can't blame him for the
Oh,
era
no, yeah,
he grew up in.
this is
Also,
not
you know, it's
blaming.
weird.
This is-
The
you're not
streaming
blaming
era is weird too, because for us it used to be like platinum,
Yeah.
and then maybe
Double platinum.
diamond.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
If you tell, like, I don't even know what's a good stream. I streamed 100 million or whatever. I'm like, I don't. Is that good? Is that bad? I don't
Yeah.
know. I can't compare.
It's weird.
It's hard.
It's weird.
But again, maybe that's just 'cause I'm old. I
That
don't know.
conversation in regards to streams and like numbers, that drives the success conversation with Drake.
Mm-hmm.
We never really had those conversations with Jay or Biggie or Puff or whatever.
It's like they're all successful, and now we're talking
Yeah,
about their
right.
skills.
Yeah,
and their
yeah,
catalog.
that
They're,
was more so
they're,
the
they're the
skill
Mount
break.
Rushmore. It's like you don't question it. You know what I mean? Like there's certain people that like before it's like BC and AD like before Hove, after Hove,
Yeah.
like before.
Which is, I think, what's so funny. I was just saying this on the radio the other day. Like, we're gonna see rappers become like grandpas now. You know?
Yeah.
like rap is still such a new genre, really. That it's like
It's still a young man's game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you know, will it always be? It's like, you know, the fucking Rolling Stones and guys
that
like that
was
have been
my
doing it
next
forever.
thing. Like we don't have
And,
we don't have like our
unfortunately,
John Bon
Biggie and Pac
Jovis or Rolling
were,
Stones
you know,
and
taken
shit.
away. So it's really like Snoop and Hove are,
Yeah.
and I guess, you know, Eminem, if you're into him, like
The legacy acts.
yeah, where you're like gonna be 50, 60 years old, and
like-
it's like you can still, because the game is so much about, you know, like parties and bitches and
Yeah.
cars and money, and it's like, well, now it's about like my grandkids and my legacy.
Credit
It's gonna be
scores
weird
and
to
like
watch.
investment businesses.
but that's
I'm
the
like,
thing.
Thanks, Hov.
That's the thing. Like, but Hov
I mean,
is in
Hope
that.
did that. He's,
Yeah.
It was what was it 40?
444.
Yeah, like
Talk about like
and that's
investing
the
your
thing.
money.
Yeah.
That's the conversation for us. Like for me and him, like, all right, financial literacy and
Yeah.
you know, just black leadership. Like those are the things that we can speak to. I can't speak to what Lil Uzi Vert is talking about.
Yeah, right.
And sometimes
Can't
even the
relate.
shit Drake talks about. It's just like that was
Yeah.
college and
like
that
we're
was
still
after-
talking about
yeah.
like the girl that left you on the red.
Yeah, it's
Drake.
like, bro, all right, like, cool.
Cheesecake
Still,
Factory?
like,
Drake, you a Cheesecake Factory, bro?
like, come on, bro.
like we're still in that pocket of like heartbreak. It's like, bro, come on.
Like I like hearing Drake talking about like being a father. I like
Yeah,
Drake talking
yeah.
about like just like life shit. Like I want to, you know, he's an artist, and you want to hear him be a little bit more real. And like, you know, like I'm not doing the sad boy songs anymore, man. Like, I mean, it's cool. It's cool if I'm in that mood, and I know I can go back to it if I really want to.
Yeah.
But like Hove, like even Wayne, or even like Snoop and Dre, like I want to hear about growth. I want to
Yeah.
hear about like what it's like to be a mid-30s.
If you're
like,
talking
in your prime.
legacy and battle, and especially if you're battling and stuff, to be like, all right, like for my fifth song in my Verzuz catalog, here's me crying about a girl. You know, it doesn't
Like that doesn't
really
set
mesh.
the vibe.
Yeah,
right?
it's like, but and then people would still love it. Like, oh my god, this is my favorite song. It's like this is a battle. And
Yeah.
it's like I don't want to hear, you know, whatever fucking love song he has.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, bro, give
Marvin's
me,
Room in a
it's like,
fucking
I'm not trying to,
Verzuz
like,
is
hold
tough.
on,
I
we're
like
going
those
home.
songs, but
yeah,
it's not the
not
right
for the
time.
it's not the aesthetic for that.
Definitely.
You know what I would like to see?
It's my favorite song.
Oh, Marvin's Room's your favorite song?
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, God.
That's a good song. I mean, it's a great song.
You know,
Like,
Marvin's
bro.
Room remade by JoJo. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
JoJo's.
JoJo, shout out
JoJo's a
Foxborough,
beast. I
Mass.
fuck with JoJo, man.
Yeah.
He's got ass off.
Get Puff and Suge in a room to play Pac and
God.
Biggie's catalog.
Oh God.
With bulletproof glass and shit.
I don't know. I don't think they make it to the fifth song.
Yeah.
Like, so
That's the one you got to bring back the Zoom cameras for. It's like, all right.
Now
It's
we
just
need your
like the
Instagram.
only. I was
God.
trying to think of how you could do those guys' catalogs, because that would. I mean, that's the battle, right?
sure.
Forever, Tupac and Biggie. But who could do it? And it's like who
I would like.
who could you
I
play?
think Puff and Drake could do it.
Yeah.
Puff and Dr. Drake could.
That would work. Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. That'd be tight.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
I feel.
Shit,
Come on,
yeah.
talk to
Make
Apple.
a phone
Why
call,
does
Lo.
everyone always think like, when's the next
Music
battle?
guy.
Like, motherfucker, I don't
Like,
know.
yes, you get MJ and LeBron to play one-on-one. Come on. You're the sports guy, you're the music guy.
How'd you know?
All right, we're gonna go next door and play a little Lance to the Internet. You down?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
it, bro.
Let's do it.
Let's
Appreciate
get it.
you guys. So say less with Kaz and Lo.
Yes.
You can catch
Subscribe,
it wherever podcasts are at.
youtube.com/Kazim.
5 stars, kid.
5 stars.
Yeah.
Get subscribe. All that. KFC. My guys. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
do
appreciate
it.
y'all.
Let's get it.
Buddy.